Hello. Hello and welcome. We're back to Wrath of the Godkin, the D&D campaign where the CoC has finally been broken apart. Say hello to Ronnie the Bugbear Fighter. What's wrong, Oddish? Waylon the Human Paladin, Kelken the Furbolg Druid, Oz the Kenku Wizard, and Affinity the Tiefling Bard. You know, if we're lucky, Oddish might run some CoC for us later. Our heroes are experts at getting themselves into trouble, but before they do exactly that, let's remind you viewers at home what happened previously on Wrath of the Godkin. So last time the party took the fight to Volcanus, leader of the CoC. Oz banished, then unbanished, then banished again Volcanus' kidnapped flame bat, as you stole from the arena. Finn and Kel tussled with some slime hulks that emerged from giant tubes. The party tried to bust Lancer Dancer out of an acid trap. He was basically trapped in a giant chamber until Oz animated the giant acid device, allowing him to spit Lancer out and walk around the arena. Kel discovered that Cone of Cold was very effective against the baddies, who had to very selectively use their Ultramarrow abilities to escape. Ronnie unbrainwashed Volcanus, who turned out to be a guy named Bert, who then led them to his former office, which contained a treasure hoard and a confessional journal that laid out his plans to brainwash townspeople, create a horde of mutant orcs, and generally do bad stuff. Wave felt like this was a bit too pat and obvious, like it was planted evidence meant to mislead them. In Kel's water elemental form, he squeezed into a concealed room with a recently filled-in tunnel that seemed to lead further underground to the catacombs that run underneath the city. Oz discovered that there was a surveillance device, a scrying machine, in the room where they fought the boss, Volcanus. They then questioned Lancer Dancer about his relationship with the prince, and Lancer seemed embarrassed to be basically acting as the prince's right hand. And we all know what that's used for. You can donate bits to the stream to change the outcome of the game. Cheer 500 to name an upcoming NPC. $7.50 to spawn a Chaos Goblin. Cheer 1,000 to give a player inspo, or $1,500 to buff an enemy. Here we go. It's Autumn Falls 2 Viv, aka Monday, at 1 a.m. And the party is now able to get out of the dungeon and perhaps take a long rest.
Yeah, please, can we
Finally.
go home and take a shower?
The party goes home to take a group shower. The wet Lord Kel provides the water himself.
Oh boy.
Whoa. That's
Oh,
why
no.
it's called the fuck shack. Sorry.
Inappropriate.
Yeah,
Inappropriate.
and most people like to shower after the CoC. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we're done for the day. We're done.
Good night, everybody.
That's it.
This has been Wrath of the Godkin. Thank you.
This is the unceremonious end to the 2-year campaign. Not just the episode, the whole fucking endeavor.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna bump up the music slightly on my end because I need
Same.
me some.
So we just finished talking with the prince then, right? Why did I think we were gonna talk
He went
more?
inside. He
So
stormed
mad at
Yeah.
Kel.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Right,
was
right.
like
My last
And-
note is just the prince hates Kel
so
capitals
much.
so much.
So yeah, you guys are basically outside the warehouse area by the reservoir on the side of the city with the slums. And
I guess we'll just trudge home.
Is Lancer still with us?
no,
Or did he go with his boyfriend?
he went to hang
He went with
his
the boyfriend.
Wow.
Okay. So you guys are heading
I
back
can't want more for you than you
towards-
want for yourself, Lancer.
Why did they stay? Okay, so you guys head back. Why did I turn the music up and then the music swells to an amazing crescendo? Okay, so you guys go back to the sunlit shelter. Would you guys like to take your long rest now?
That would be nice. Kel's in the
Yes,
shower
please.
for like a full hour, just scrubbing himself as clean as he can get.
Yeah, you can still feel the mattresses.
The mattress, the KOI jelly dripping from the ceiling, having a slime orc inside him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really glad that I missed that episode.
Okay, you guys get the benefit of a long rest. It's the following morning. And you can see that the innkeeper, Zephyr, is tacking up some new quests on the quest board as you guys wake. You also get the sense that now that you have completed this work ostensibly for the prince, although you might not like thinking of it that way, you have some time to kill. So if there's anything you would like to do in town, you can do some downtime activities now. So if you would like to do any passage of time or stuff that takes extra time, you can use this opportunity now to do so, or do any errands around town that you might have. So feel free to consider that and determine amongst yourselves if you would like to do anything that takes extra time. Otherwise, you are free to do what you would like.
I wouldn't mind going to check on, the people we freed. Do we know where they went? Like,
Oh, right.
where they were taken?
We know that they're in prison, and I have locate object up, and I did give Roxy. Hold on, she's in my notes. I gave her a ball bearing so that I'd be able to find her again. Yeah, Roxy.
Nice.
Cool.
We do also have to hunt down Sarai.
Yeah.
I assume they'd be together, right? Like, they escaped together. Maybe they'll be back at his apartment.
Oh, no, you mean Sorel and Thrum.
Oh, yeah, Sorel and Thrum. Sorry. I thought I heard you say Sorel.
Sarai is
not
the
Sarai.
merchant we met
Yeah.
on the road.
Who still hasn't shown up.
Yeah. She owes us money. There's also the library and the jackal. But
Yeah.
And we wanted the library to research dragons in the restricted section.
yeah. Which, is it the correct time of day now? Or
It's
It
what
could
time
be.
is it?
I mean, any time that isn't closing hours is probably the right time
Yeah.
of day.
If you rested for 8 hours, it's probably around 9 a.m.
okay. We can try to wrap up the dragon information hunt? Maybe?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I
then-
have an idea of how one of us might be able to get into the restricted section.
Ooh, do
Oh,
tell.
yeah?
So we go in during the hours, but one of us is like concealed in a backpack or something.
Uh-huh.
And then we all kind of go off. The person who's concealed goes hides. And then when it's like closing hours, we all leave except for that one person. They can go sneak in. Because it looks like everyone left.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Simple. But probably
So then we
helpful.
should do that last, perhaps.
Yeah, probably, unless we want to spend the entire day in the library.
I mean, I would never say no to that, but I think we have other things to do as well, so.
Hmm.
Should we go back to where? No.
Oh, we're so large.
Or am you?
Ah,
This is the first time I'm really seeing the image on the party token.
Yeah, what is it? Generic
I can't tell
adventures.
you.
That's a great question.
I really couldn't tell you.
It's
Looks like a
clearly
bunch
all
of
of us.
pyramids heads.
Yeah, it's us.
it is shapes.
Addendum to the library plan, if we wanted to do that now, one of us could be invisible in the bag, and then we walk in with the bag and the invisible person, and then the invisible person gets out of the bag, goes and takes the thing, gets back in the bag with the thing, and then we leave.
I mean, if you're invisible, why do you need to be in the bag?
That's a good point. Didn't think about it that way.
I mean, leaving the bag, though, that would be a good excuse to run back the next day as, oh, I forgot my bag!
But then one of us has to sleep in the library.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Cal
Ugh,
can
alright.
Looks like we have our volunteer.
wild shape into a bookworm.
Ah,
Wow.
I should totally do that.
All the words would be so big and it would take forever to read.
Goes to Dr. Wilder. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Okay. It sounds like we have a plan. I mean, not all of us need to stay at the library. You know, we can do multiple things at the same time, too.
Totally. Yeah. Maybe we go poke around for Zerai. Was there a place that she said she was gonna be at? I remember
Well,
her
she's
said
supposed to
she's
be at
There's on
back
that
at the
shelter.
end.
She
in.
said she was going to meet us here.
Do you think she's in trouble?
Right. I mean, you know, with all the kidnappings, maybe. But that would be crazy coincidence that the person we're looking for happened to be kidnapped upon entering the city, right?
Yeah, I mean, even if she was kidnapped, we've kind of dismantled the CoC warehouse unless they have multiple. I feel like if she was
True.
in there, we would have run into her.
Well, we didn't explore the full thing, though.
Also true.
I
But
mean,
I
the
think
city
we
could
both-
have more than one problem.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, first things first, then maybe library, then Sorel, then Zerai, and then the quests.
Yeah,
Alright.
Sure.
sounds good.
Do.
To the library.
Do,
I
do,
just
do, 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 do.
forgot Velma was there.
Should I go?
Yeah, what if you meet your new library girlfriend?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the meet cute part 2.
I can't tell if
Oh,
I'm going to
Lord.
be helpful or not.
I mean, you could at least be security, you know, if anything goes
Okay.
wrong. Which it never does. But just in case.
Okay, you guys make your way over to the library. Things are much busier now. People are students from Zarin Academy are funneling in and out. You see people running to class, people studying furiously. Obviously, some people are getting some last minute test prep in there. Behind the counter is the same old lady librarian. Yeah, you guys are not being I don't know what the word for it is, but you're not being scrutinized perhaps quite as much in the light of day as you are, because it's no longer like restricted hours in the library. So you are able to enter in and explore as you wish.
Can we snoop by the... What does getting into the restricted section look like? Is it heavily guarded? Is it just a door?
Give me investigation for those who would like to. Okay, based on those rolls, all of those are pretty good. You get the sense that there is an animated armor that is sort of guarding a doorway, sort of like the equivalent of this is really going to be dated, but in old video stores there would be like an XXX section. It's like behind
With a suit of
cur-
armor guarding it.
yeah, with a suit of armor guarding it, and with a huge cod piece to really send the message home. And yeah, you see in animated armor that seems to be guarding what looks like a back room, and probably into like the library stacks of more delicate material anyway. That's probably just for reference. But you also see what looks to be next to that, what looks to be a sparsely populated locked cabinet where it looks like certain more expensive or rare books had previously been housed, but it looks like it might have been picked over at this point. For those who just made that investigation save, give me an intelligence save.
That's fine.
Poor Finn with the 4.
It's so funny every time. Without fail, I'd never roll intelligence above a 10. Every single time.
Art imitates life, I guess.
Wow.
Say how you really feel.
Nailed it. Okay. Got that character sheet open?
Yes.
Just
Second time you were told tonight.
Yes, I
Just
do.
double checking.
Actually, third time I was told today, because Shore texted me earlier, too.
I forgot about that. That was pre-nap. That was like a whole other day.
It was a different day.
Yeah, exactly. That was before my short, long rest. So, Oz and Caillou, but especially not Finn at all. You get the sense that this was previously used to house specific knowledge about rare and mystical creatures, this little cabinet, but it's clearly been picked over, and probably that stuff has been moved to the restricted section. So this is probably where the information on dragons was previously before it was removed.
Are there any books left in there?
Yeah, there are a couple, but they are not related to dragons. Some of them are general, I guess, like the history of the Shadow Fae kind of books. and discussions of rare creatures. A couple of them, Cal, you've actually read before. So
Okay.
it seems like from your estimation and probably from Oz's that the stuff that was left is the stuff that is most commonly in circulation amongst other libraries.
Gotcha.
Can I pop a detect magic standing as close as I can to the restricted section to see if there's like any alarms or if there's any anti-teleportation magic going on in here?
Yeah, you can detect magic. And aside from a few tomes in the back that are magical, it doesn't look like there has been a ton of added security here. You do know that security in the city in general has been spread thin. The fact that they're using a single animated suit of armor here suggests that while this was a priority to move this stuff out of public circulation, perhaps for the more obsessive and studious of the students, it wasn't the utmost priority. So that also sort of implies to you that whatever is being guarded might not perhaps be the smoking gun you need so much as it is, some sort of precautionary measure to keep certain information quiet.
Kind of puts a damper on the invisibility plan, right? If someone opens the door, the suit of armor will notice.
There's no door. It's more like a velvet curtain, like the kind in that red room in Twin Peaks. And it's like a little stone hallway with like a stone arch, and just imagine a suit of armor in front of that and like the curtain behind him. So you can't really see
Yeah, I
through
thought you
it.
said it was a beaded curtain.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beaded curtain. So yeah, he won't see it. He'll hear the 70s beads shaking like a rain stick as you pass through.
I got 2 ideas of how to get in there. Either we
Alright.
can do the boring thing, and Finn just from 500 feet away, dimension doors in, shoves everything we want in the bag, then dimension doors out. Or we could do it the fun way, and Kel could, all your stuff transforms with you when you change shape, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you could just have the bag on you, change into like a tiny little lizard or insect, and just scurry in there, and just unchange, shove everything in, change again, scurry out.
Oh, I was going to say, let's set fire to the library and then.
What? Wait.
Not the
How-
library. I have
I don't
standards.
think that that's
What is
a
it
good
with
Too
idea.
far.
fire
Too
today?
far.
All right, fair enough. I was just thinking, get the armor away from the rare books. It would come out to help, right?
Plus,
Maybe
some of those
not.
books,
Maybe
they're just like offensive to Way's Christian values. So setting them on fire.
Yes, clearly Wei has strong moral restrictions on anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're also
Yeah.
dressed like Michael B. Jordan in Fahrenheit 451 right now. So the books are looking particularly flammable to you. We've got a Way with fire in the eyes emote going right now.
We've got away with fire.
Hey.
I like the way you move. Okay. So yeah, you see this like ramshackle, sort of clanky animated armor. The armor itself doesn't look in great quality. It doesn't look like to you would need to do a lot to get past it, but you probably don't need to be the group of people who got thrown out of the library.
Yeah.
Mhm. Finn like cracks her knuckles. I mean, I can handle this easily.
You sure?
With some, extra cover. Maybe drop a pile of books over there or something.
I could sneeze real loud.
Like dragon sneeze.
Honestly, feel like Ronnie could just accidentally now have backed up into something.
And just like domino affects a bunch of bookshelves.
with like a
right.
bust of like the founder of the college.
Did you guys ever go inside? They have these at the college that Rhea and I went to, of like the library stacks with the bookshelves that you turn a crank and they like move.
Oh, and they're on
left right.
rails.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, right? Welcome
The
in,
stacks.
Lizard. Yeah, the stacks. I used to work in the library there. There's a section of the old library there that was very Hogwarts.
Did you have to
cool.
keep people out of the restricted porn section?
I mean, you're not that far off. There was I forget what it was called, but I worked in like this special archive section of the library, which was one extremely hard to find, and 90% of it was stuff you couldn't take out of the restricted section. You could only take it out at like reference books in a normal library. Like you could read it there, but you couldn't bring it home. And you would go through these, like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 floors of just old documents, and there were periodicals and stuff. I remember there was like Hustlers and High Times from the 60s and 70s, and like Playgirl magazine and stuff like that. It was actually really interesting because it was like, oh whoa, I never thought
Because
of
these articles.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, well, it's like I don't think of those as like historical artifacts or anything like that, but I guess in the same way that Galaxy Quest had historical artifacts, they were important cultural touchdowns.
Glad your library was a cool place. Our university kept having to put out PSAs to ask people to stop getting freaky in ours. So
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know you went to OSU.
Okay, so you've got a slight obstacle with the suit of armor. What would you guys like to do?
Well, it seems like we
you
have
said that-
2 plans, right? Oz presented 2. Which one do we want to do?
You asking me?
Hmm.
Tell
It's
him,
you
yes,
and
you're not
Finn
jumping
who
at
would
the
be
bait.
using it like a slot for something. That's between you two. I could just make a lot of noise.
Well, that would be helpful.
That would be helpful.
Kel, did you want to try?
I can try it. My things come back on a short rest, and I know your spell slots only come back on a long, so it's probably more efficient for me to go. I'm not as sneaky as
Yeah.
you, but hopefully I
But
can
if
grab
you-
the important stuff.
If you do get caught, you look more like the type of person who would be in a library than me.
Thank you.
I'm too hot to be seen in a library convincing you.
That was a neutral statement, but
Hello. Some people look hot
obviously,
and library-ish.
They are not mutually exclusive.
Mhm. Finn also believes this. I don't.
This is literally
Okay.
Finn's first time in a library.
Honestly, probably. Like, genuinely, probably. This is foreign terrain.
Okay, well, I mean, sounds like a plan. You guys cause a distraction. I'll go lizard mode and sneak in there, and hopefully the distraction will go on for long enough where I can also sneak out.
Cool.
Okay.
Have fun.
Good luck.
Oh, in a library, I always do.
That's my
And I'll turn
secret.
into a lizard and wait for the distraction.
Distraction.
How we making noise?
A really big noise? I've also got my dress. The dress of distraction. But I don't know.
But this
Right,
might
but
not.
you
This
need
doesn't
to-
seem like a person.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like,
Yoo-hoo.
and it just stands completely still. And does
And
nothing.
Finn's like, I don't think that I can take that.
I don't think you can seduce a suit of armor. Challenge accepted.
You're right. Yet, not yet.
Please make Finn dress as a sexy female suit of armor with like a bow and
Oh my
lipstick
God.
on it.
I can't even imagine what that looks like.
It would just be a bunch of cogs tastefully placed on your body to cover up like sensitive areas. But yeah,
What? Hell.
what automaton?
It's
Don't
not
call
a
me that.
robot.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
what's
suit
happening?
armor.
This
Ozzy, what is your
brings the
distraction?
conversation in a slightly different direction. Are there any other suits of armor around?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Owlbear has to DM because I'm just like lost in the sauce right now. It's like,
Don't worry. What I'm hoping there's a suit of armor. It's in the same spirit.
Oh boy.
Is there another suit of armor in here?
yes, there is
Just like a non-magical
right.
regular
yeah,
one?
there is not immediately nearby, but like about like 60 feet across on the other end next to some like stained glass window. There is another suit of armor.
Do you think suit of armors are attracted to other suits of armors? Because, like, we could put a
No.
wig and makeup on it and I can animate object it.
I like the way you
Ronnie.
think.
No,
There's only one way to
I
find out.
don't.
I mean,
It's-
even if
okay.
it's not attracted, that's a distraction.
Totally, that's a
That
great
is-
idea, Oz.
You know what? Good idea.
Do you think your dress of
Oz
distraction will
looks
fit
at Finn
on-
and Way with, like, a thumbs up, like, yeah, that's how that works?
You did a great job.
And,
Do you think your dress of distraction will fit on the armor?
no, it barely fit on you. Plus, I don't want it to get ripped.
I don't want to get all stretched out.
In my inventory, I still have Finn's stretched out mini dress for some reason.
Oh, it was that. It wasn't the dress of
Oh,
distraction.
that's
that's
true.
right.
That's right. Yeah,
That's really funny.
it was distracting, but it was not the dress of distraction. Okay,
It
so
does feel like we have a lot of options, though. So Ozzy
Yeah.
first, Kel sneaks in. If anything goes wrong with Kel, I can always go, back up invisible or something.
For sure. Yeah, I'll just be here. I don't know if there's a signal, but if I feel like when you guys are causing a distraction, I'll know that you are. So I'll just go in when I hear things going wrong.
Yeah.
But
Finn
we
will
also have magical tattoos that we can like let you know.
Right, I keep forgetting about those.
Oh yeah, so convenient. Finn will also pop a bardic onto Kel.
Thank you.
If someone wants to dress up the suit of armor, Oz can animate it.
I feel like that's Way's specialty right there.
Yeah, Wade pulls out his disguise kit. I'm on it.
okay, so how are you dressing up the suit of armor?
That is a great question. So it's just a regular suit of armor. Is it polished? Is it buffed? Is it a little
Is it
scuffed?
hot?
Yeah. What am I working with?
It looks nice. It looks like a little bit like it is somewhat gilded, older royal armor. Insofar as it looks like it has not seen that much battle damage or anything like that, but was probably used in ceremony.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and spiff it up and like make it. I'm going for like the Prince and I kind of like meet cute, I guess. I'm trying to make it look like the hot guy, but he's wearing a pair of glasses.
Yeah, Kel will have given
But a suit of armor.
like a spare pair of his glasses to the guys so that they could dress it up as a nerdy animated armor.
You're going to sheath all that? The suit of armor?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You put glasses on a suit of armor. And it has one of those let me see if I can draw this correctly. I'm gonna use this space up here. So it's got one of those getting some echo here. I don't know it has one of those high pony things off the top. I forget what the top of those things are called.
Oh my god, I love this laser chicken.
Robot chicken,
Zap.
hell yeah.
It looks like one of those with the pointed base plates would be used in jousting. So yeah, you put glasses on it.
And some lipstick. Don't forget the lipstick.
Right.
Okay, I'm not gonna go full. I'm not actually gonna put makeup on it, but I do want to have a way to dust it, or maybe not dust it. I don't know. I don't want to use full on makeup, but I am trying to what would an animated statue like?
Not go what, full Bugs Bunny?
I guess, for lack of a better word.
A bit of prestidigitation to make it shine a bit more, I guess.
Yeah. Can help. Extra polish.
Oz hands Way a thing of oil to give it a little extra shine.
Nearby,
spray it with some of my perfume. Just spray this metal thing.
Nearby, a meek-looking grad student is just there staring, trying to concentrate, but is so distracted by whatever the hell you guys are doing to the suit of armor.
Oz looks over at him and says, "Don't tell the teacher. This is our final for armor preservation. We're gonna surprise him."
Oh my god.
Yeah, if Wei catches this student looking over this, despite however they're looking at this, Wei will point at them threateningly and then mouth, "You're next."
From Nate's messages, Way's threatening, Oz is encouraging with the 2 thumbs up.
The guy just grabs his stuff and leaves. He wants no part of this whatsoever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that looks good. No, brush out the little plume on it a little more.
Fluff it up.
Some volume.
Go back, Comet.
Wait, I think I have some thread in here. Let me see if I can make it some fake eyelashes.
We're making a lot of assumptions about what this suit of armor is into.
I watched this awful horror movie last night that that a recurring plot point was that there was a box full of eyelids. And that's what you reminded me of.
Ew.
That is horrible.
That sucks.
It really
That
sucks.
sucks a lot.
This guy, the guy is he opens a little cigar box and there's just preserved eyelids that of course are no problem. They look great. Still very recognizable as eyelids. And he picks it up, looks at it, and it's got eyelashes on it, and he stares at it and puts it away. And the audience already knows what this is because they've already set this up, but the characters don't really know. And then 2 scenes later, they show the box to somebody else who also picks it up and starts looking at it, and they're like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's eyelids." And they're all like, "Oh darn." that's the reaction, and you're like, you guys just both held these things, and you're like, gosh, another spooky thing. It's like, what are you talking about?
Thinking feels weird now.
It probably sounds worse to you out of context than it was. The movie's such a piece of shit. Don't see it. It sucks so bad. All right, so you've got your sexy suit of armor. What's next?
I think it's ready.
Are we ready? Do I animate it? You got a minute once I animate it.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
I think
Do we want to wheel it a little closer so that we have just a little bit more of that minute?
yeah, and I
Might
think
not be a
Finn's
bad-
gonna get into a position that's just sort of like around the corner somewhere in case more invisible needs to happen.
Okay. Would you say you were assuming that position?
I am assuming that position.
I did assume that she was.
Okay. Wait, so are you wheeling somehow? Do you have a dolly? Wild
I can
shape into a
levitate it.
dolly. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't. You can't. So are you levitating it towards the other one?
Very sneakily, as quiet as he can, just levitating it over, making sure to keep his full distance.
Okay, Oz, give me a stealth for just moving the suit of armor across the library. I'm imagining it's like the scene in, is it Raider? No, it's Last Crusade, when when every time the guy uses the stamp, Indy smashes the floor of the thing, so he's like, what's
Yeah.
this powerful stamp? Yeah, despite all logic and reason, Oz manages to just like perfectly thread the needle through the stacks of this hovering suit of armor. The suit of armor, the animated armor that's already there, guarding the restricted section, sort of like turns and looks as this other suit of armor floats towards it. It sort of seems to stare at it ambiguously, like unsure of what's happening. Not aggro, but just sort of like vaguely curious in the semi-sentient way that it can.
Is it distracted enough where I can sneak under the curtain?
It is. It's kind of. I would say you should maybe give me a perception check. For that.
Gotcha. Perception.
You're not 100% whether you think it probably could, but you might want to try something else to give yourself a bit more of a buffer.
No, I mean, I'll wait for the. I'm assuming the plan isn't in full swing yet, so I'll give it a few more minutes and see what they have planned.
Yeah, Oz hasn't animated it fully yet. He's just levitated it over.
All right. Well, if everything is in place, Oz will animate the armor and give it the direction, since it's wearing glasses, to go shyly flirt with this other suit of armor.
I mean, it's a suit of armor, so should you like make it do like battle poses? Is that what the armor's into, or would you do like a JoJo pose, or would you do like the classic pinup?
We're about to find out. Or see what it does.
Yeah, so this is like Oz, the innocent child's perception of what flirting is, as sublimated through this suit of armor. So there's some layers of psychology here. Okay, so you animate the armor, and it begins to like bashfully open and close its visor as if fluttering its eyelashes at the other one, and it's sort of like it like holds both it's like interlacing its gauntlets and like sort of like shyly like rocking its shoulders back and forth as if it were frigging Goofy in a Disney cartoon and he just saw a pretty dame from across the room. The other suit of armor tilts its head and steps forward reaching for its like just sort of base
You can say
level, reaching for its codpiece and just offering it. That's not what I was gonna say. It has sort of just a very basic spear, like nothing special about it, and it sort of like takes it and steps forward towards the the sexy suit of armor, and like considers it. Kel, you see that. Are you already in lizard form, Kel?
I'm already, yeah, I've been waiting in lizard form.
Okay, so you get the sense that now there is about 2 feet behind the animated armor that you could just quickly zoom through as it is distracted by the other one.
I'll take the window.
Okay. You head back down through this velvet curtain. It doesn't really affect you because you're so small. And you go back and you see what looks to be like a bunch of desks. There's some restoration of old books going on. And eventually you see what looks to be a sort of a locked glass cabinet back there, sort of like analogous to the one you saw just outside the restricted section. And it looks like this is where it looks stuffed to the brim, as if it has just been recently in the past few months filled with all these books that they have moved at. So they haven't done a hide this under 7 layers of dungeon kind of thing. They clearly just moved it into a back room, put a guy in front of it, and called it quits.
Right. Okay.
They keep
Okay.
cutting funding to the library.
Let's see then. Okay, well, I mean, to get the books, I have to turn back in any case. So, there's no other stuff in here, right? You said they were restoring books, but is it empty back here?
Yeah, it's empty back here. As you move forward, your passive perception allows you to hear somebody doing basic office work down the hall and in a room. But there's no one in the immediate open area that you're in.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'll go down to the bookcase and I'll turn back and I'll try and, do I need thieves' tools to lockpick? That's how it works, isn't it? Well, shit.
Yeah. I think you need proficiency in thieves' tools too to be able to attempt it.
Big
You just punch
rat.
it.
I could just punch it, but there is someone in here. Yeah, fuck it, I'll punch it. I don't really have another option
Oh, God.
at this point.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Don't listen to Ronnie.
Athletics. I'm so good at these.
8. Okay, your knuckles slam into the glass, making little impact. You think of every failed caber toss from your childhood village. This is it all over again. You take 4 bludgeoning damage to your hand.
And 2 psychic damage.
Oh, my hand. That
What
hurt.
happened?
You didn't even hit it hard enough. You hit it hard enough that it hurt your hand, but not even hard enough to make a noise.
Oh my god.
Ronnie snaps up awkwardly though, like suddenly like inappropriately like alert like in the rest of the library, like, are you in a tattoo? Are you okay? Are you in a fight? Do you need help?
No. I was just, being really big and strong and, I
What?
didn't know my own strength and I hit this bookcase. It's locked behind a display case, so I needed to bust it open. I definitely did bust it open. Just give me a
Great.
second for unrelated reasons. I'm gonna shillelagh my quarterstaff and use that to hit the display case instead.
Ooh. Not subtle.
Not subtle, but hey, we're punching glass open. I don't.
We're already
think subtlety
punching,
is on the
yeah.
cards.
We're already there.
So shillelagh just means that it's my wisdom. So I'm gonna roll like I guess.
Weapon attack.
Yeah.
Socially.
Do I have anything that's already? Thorn whip is functionally the same thing.
Okay. You smash it open with shillelagh. It makes a crashing sound. Outside, you guys notice that the guard suit of armor is looks like has been alerted by this shattering sound down the hallway.
Wei is quickly gonna shout in this very, very quiet space, "Animated armor fight!" And then to the rest of the party in the tattoo, "Scatter!"
Yeah, Finn's gone.
Some people
Uh-huh.
crowd around, confused by what's happening.
Yeah, what I
Ronnie is
want to
among
do is
them,
gather
also
this large
confused.
crowd, preventing the animated armor from getting back to the
Its
to its
position.
post. Yeah.
It's a smash and grab.
Yep. Yeah, he's not even
As
paying
Oz is-
attention to the titles. He's just putting everything as much as he can
Oh my
into
god.
the bag.
We're so classy.
So wait, so Wei yells armor fights. Is Oz commanding the other armor to fight the guard?
The animated armor, as Oz is both confused and shocked by
Make it
this,
break
the
dance.
animated armor puts both of its hands on its face with a loud clang, and kind of holds its hand out to the other armor, no, 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 no.
This is better.
The guard armor is confused and seems torn between heading inside to check out the noise and whatever is happening here. People start crowding around. The elderly librarian comes over. What's all this then? What? You're supposed to be guarding. Why are there two of you? The guard armor looks confused, tilting its head. Inside the back rooms, Hell you hear the person who was down the hall respond to the smash and grab hello, is someone there? It sounds like a middle-aged female coded voice
With glasses.
Yeah, she sounds like she has huge knockers too, just based on
Okay.
what you're
This is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna use my disguise self-charge to turn into the prince. I continue shuffling things
Yes.
into the bag of
Enemies
holding.
forever.
as the newly crowned prince continues shoving stuff into his bag of holding. A mousy looking wood elf librarian researcher comes out and sees you and looks shocked, and she falls to her knees. My prince, what are you doing here?
At ease, subject. I have it on good authority, my own authority, that a band of no-gooders is going to steal these books, so I am relocating them to somewhere safe.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Thank you for giving me advantage. It's not gonna help. Oh, hell yeah.
She looks concerned. She looks confused. It's like, what? Why didn't you ask me to unlock them? Why did you smash them open? Also, it's
Killed
unlike
Lynx.
you to. It's unlike you to come here alone without your guards. Why wouldn't you just send someone? I could have brought them myself, so as not to trouble you.
Having no answer to these very valid questions, I think Kel
You're
is just
gonna
going
cold
to.
clock her and run.
No. He's gonna try and think of what the prince would do, and so he steps forward in what he hopes is a kind of threatening way, and he says, "The prince's intentions, things that the common folk can't understand. Do you presume to question my authority and my
God.
ways of thinking
She looks
You did it.
scared
You
and
mastered it.
slightly
after
turned
everything
on.
I do for this town?"
Oh,
No, of course not. I would do anything for you, my prince. She begins to kiss your feet.
That won't be necessary. Please just resume with your duties. Just pretend I was never here. In fact, if anyone asks you, you never saw me.
Yes, of course. She begins to like clean up the broken glass.
Yes, and I will continue to shove books into the bag of holding. Oh, actually, if you could help me put these books into my bag, I would be hugely appreciative.
Of course.
Oh
She
my
like
God.
cuts herself on the glass as she's doing it. Ah! Oh no!
oh my God.
I'm bleeding on the
Kel has to
restricted books. Please
Kel
don't
has to
punish me.
stifle the urge to help her.
Yeah, Ronnie doesn't know what's happening and would have helped, but Ree's going, don't.
Outside, the librarian, the elderly librarian, is castigating the suit of armor, and did you and looking around the crowd for whoever animated this second suit of armor. Way, are you still in the crowd of people?
Way, I can roll stealth, but Way in the tattoo told everybody to cheese it, and then
Right.
immediately like tried to melt into the crowd. Frat boys, like frat boy, I don't want to get in trouble style.
Right. So you're in the crowd, but you're not hiding. You're just hiding in plain sight.
Of the crowd.
I'm using like social pressure, like social hiding, like hiding
You're
in
Assassin's
the crowd.
Creeding in a crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks around. She's like, "Who did this? Who did this?" It's been about a minute at this point, and the other suit of armor starts to rattle. The one that has been animated by Oz, and just sort of like falls apart nearby, having been jostled around a little and removed from its stand. Some of the people laugh at this. The guard armor looks down at its fallen comrade and sort of pokes it with its spear a little bit. Then goes back and resumes its stance, in front of the restricted section. The librarian's like, "All right, everyone, disperse, get back to your studies, and don't let me see any more chicanery." She like stomps away as people chuckle and get back to work. Some of the students are like, "Oh, I needed that." Okay, back to 16 more hours of cramming.
Oz did his best to act like just a shocked student, just didn't say a word, just stared.
Who was in here last time when you guys met Velma?
I believe
I
Oz
think that
was.
Kel, Oz, and Ronnie.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't
right.
think
Ronnie has also been doing almost nothing this whole time, but trying to like make themselves small somewhere in the back.
Ronnie using bugbear power to actually be on a shelf of books and
I
like
am so deep in the stacks.
yeah, you're on a shelf and just like between two empty sections of books. Just like
Have you
Dewey could
seen
never.
the Rick and Morty episode where they're in a simulation and he's like, "Fold yourself up 47 times," and the guy's like, "Okay," and he just folds himself in half and half and half again.
Yeah, Roddy, as you're sitting there on hiding in the stacks, the Velma looking girl is going to bump into you and turn around. Oh, wait, aren't you from before?
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm also from before. She laughs. Hey, good to see you.
Ronnie
again.
laughs.
Ronnie laughs In that way. Ha 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 ha. This is the way human laughter sounds.
Did you see that armor fight? That was crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a fight though. They just sort of stared at each other until one fell apart.
I thought they were going to kiss. I don't know why armor would kiss. Ronnie's tattooing. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? To go. I think I've been made.
What do you mean? You're just standing there, right? Somewhere.
I think Ronnie had sort of disappeared from y'all's view when I said cheese it, but like in a cartoonish, like
Like
in-
it's Homer vanishing into the bush style.
Yeah.
extremely just into the stacks. I forgot my robes again.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice, but yeah, it's not late, so you know, it's a public place right now. I agree. It would have been pretty funny if the armor had kissed. Welcome in, Captain. I'm
Ronnie's like backing up, trying to maybe disappear again into the stacks, but can't actually Homer Simpson because it's a stack of bookshelves, not a shrub. What?
Oh, do you have somewhere you need to be?
Studying. You know.
Uh,
What are you studying for?
oh, yeah, I'm studying magic. I want to be a wizard someday. Hey, Captain,
great.
thank you for the biddies. I assume that's for buffing
And
the
the
next
bank.
anime.
I assume it's
Or
to
is it
give
for
us all
3
buffs.
Inspos?
Right.
Is
Or
it to
3
help Ronnie
NPC
out of
ranks?
this awkward situation?
I don't know. It's 2 chaos goblins.
He's buffing the love interest.
Just against Ronnie? They say love is a battlefield.
Yeah, okay, I added it, Captain. Thank you very much. Next time we're in combat, that will come into play. So
I think that's very admirable. Wizards are very powerful.
well, yeah, I don't know how powerful I want to be, but I do want to help people. Anyway, I'm
This whole time, Ronnie's also like trying to maybe sort of like edge away. Like now that they're in an enclosed space with someone, they're like, enclosed space, not as cozy as I thought it was.
I'm Lucy, by the way.
Trevor.
Did you say Trevor?
It is in my notes.
That was the fake name that Ronnie used
That-
before.
Already a fake name I have given her from before.
Right, Trevor. I remember that.
We both did.
What?
What?
Well, I don't want to bother you. But good to see you again. Maybe we'll run into each other here again.
What kind of what kind of wizard magic are you studying?
Oh, I was trying to learn Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. That's a really useful one.
Yeah.
Especially
Do
for the tall books, the high up books.
yeah. Do you need me to? No, I guess you're pretty lanky. But I could show you if you want.
Still tattooing. What is everyone doing? What's happening right now? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Sure, please. Yeah. What does that look like?
Well, the armor's on the ground, lifeless, but Kel's still in the back. So
Yeah, what is taking him so long?
Good question.
She picks up a book from the top shelf and brings it down. She's like, "Here, it works like this." She hands you the book with Mage Hand, a little pleased with herself that it went so well. You look at the book, and it is basically the in-universe equivalent of the Kama Sutra.
Well, what section are we in?
She looks at it and she's like, "Oh my god, no!" And grabs it from you and puts it back. I didn't mean anything by that. It was the closest book, and I wanted to pick a heavy one. So, this is so awkward.
Yeah, it was like the 13th edition.
You look at the stacks, and you look at like the marker on the side of it. Thank you for the resub, Captain. And it just says "Ancient Horny Texts" is the section that you're in.
Very on the nose. name.
There's more than one. Like, killing me.
Ronnie goes, "Whoa!" pretty loud and starts sort of flailing around and knocking books off a little bit, like a comical, like animated male protagonist when like the hot girl walks in for the first time. Hopefully that is creating a second tier distraction as somewhere near-ish a bunch of books just start falling.
Yeah, a bunch of books fall on you, and she tries to deflect you from the books, but falls on top of you in a pile of books, most of which are like the equivalent of Madonna's 90s sex book, which are just like coffee table books with provocative photos.
How are these in here?
in the library.
The gnomish librarian is going to come over and looking at this commotion. "What is the meaning of this? No fraternizing in the library."
I have never fraternized in my life, ma'am.
I'm so sorry. I was just showing them how I can grab things.
No, but books.
What else would I be grabbing? What do you mean?
Ronnie desperately stumbling over like a cascading pile of books, trying to extricate themselves. It's everything's fine. I'll put them back where they go.
Wait a minute. I recognize you.
I don't.
You're that Trevor everyone's going on about.
Everyone?
She does not elaborate. All right, come with me. She grabs you by the ear. And starts,
Okay. Oh my god.
If Ronnie,
You guys, I discovered a new weird pain and I don't like it.
She's
All
a
right.
gnome, by the way, so just the position you have to be in to get pulled by the ear is so fucking
I'm having to
uncomfortable.
use my bugbear squish ability just to keep my head at floor level.
You're like Hermes Conrad limboing to just be somewhere nearby. She's pulling you out. "Now, until you get your student robes fixed, I won't hear any more of your chicanery in these halls."
I have the form.
If I may, I think Finn's gonna try to pop around the corner to intercept. Leave it, trusting Ozan and wait to the distraction if there must be another one. And just turn around the corner and say, "So do you sleep here or something?" And then flash her dress at the gnome, at the librarian. The dress of distraction.
I fully thought you just meant you were
And
going to
then in the
flash the
tattoo.
librarian.
Just flash the
Finn-
librarian.
Finn,
I'm glad you specified.
yeah, Finn pulls her top
I had
down.
to.
To
No,
shock
no,
the
she does not.
librarian. She is so stunned by what she sees that she's blinded for 2 consecutive minutes, allowing you to see.
In the tattoo, Ronnie, go. Actually, sorry, Trevor, go.
We see Trevor. Like Trevor is a Pokemon. Trevor, go.
Trevor, I choose you.
Trevor, you deserve a good
Don't.
rest. Okay,
Ronnie
so
scuttles away.
like a crab. So
Crab
you
again.
distract her with the dress of distraction, hastily putting it on. Its sparkliness immediately entrances her. How long does it work for? Like a couple seconds?
I think it's a minute.
She's in a coma now.
Yeah.
She dies
out.
like the nun.
Finn's just on a weird crusade of killing old
Old
women.
ladies.
The real BBEG is aging.
I don't have dress of distraction on my sheet.
Let me see.
I think I have the instruction.
Do you have someone else's seat open?
I promise it's Finn.
15 feet of the wearer. When inspecting the dress, the inspector will become enthralled with the dress's prettiness for 30 seconds and
30
unable
seconds.
to look elsewhere.
30 seconds.
Okay, so
Thank you.
both Lucy and the gnomish librarian are like enamored with Finn's dress right now. And they're like, wow, it's so sparkly. So Ronnie,
Finn
you're scuttling
sees Ronnie
away.
like scuttle away in a way, and I say scuttle like in a way that I think Finn maybe hasn't seen them do before. Like that is like sort of the like getting into small space, and it's probably very weird.
Is it the Grinch walking where it's like the character on all fours just on tippy toes? That's not
No,
so yeah,
but I need to see that now.
you get away. After the 30 seconds pass, both of them start asking where Trevor is and looking at you. Wait, who are you? Where did Trevor go?
Finn just hands them a business card. Trevor's busy.
No soliciting.
It's not soliciting, it's advertising. It's different.
She takes a small pamphlet from her bag and she bumps you on the head with it, Finn.
What does the pamphlet say?
No soliciting.
Dang, she can jump high. How did she get? Alright.
yeah, she really did. Whack. Okay, meanwhile, Kel, you finished packing up all the books you can. The middle-aged wood elf lady is like, there, my prince. Is there anything else I can do for you now that we're in this secluded space together?
Nothing at all. No, please just resume with your duties, citizen. And remember, everything you saw here today is classified information. We don't want we don't want the people who are coming to steal these books to learn of the plot, so you didn't see anything.
Loose lips sink desert ships.
Yes, that.
Well, perhaps it would be easier for me to forget what I saw if I were favored with a kiss.
Wild move, man.
Wild.
Kel just blinks and is like, I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you.
She's bold.
Truly.
Yep.
Mind repeating yourself?
Nothing. She runs away, blushing.
She also scampers like Rowney did.
yeah. Oh, like a crab.
The prince is also blushing. Well, as you were, citizen. He tips his head. And as he's about to leave, he relents and he turns around and he's like, he notices the wound on her hand and he fishes out like a bit of rag and hands it to her and he's like, I'm sorry you got hurt and you're doing good work. I promise you I will take care of these books and return them when the threat has passed. Now please pretend you never saw me.
As soon as you show her kindness, she looks at you with suspicion. Why would the prince
Turn around now.
Ah! She looks. She makes a moan of pleasure as you order her around. Yes, my prince. She scuttles back to her lair. I mean, office.
Oh my god. Kel is just like, he's so flustered. He just turns back into a lizard and is like, is it clear? Can I come back out? Please let me out. Please tell me I can come back.
So you took too long and the spell ended, but
Oh.
I think I could get distracted again unless you got another way out.
Do I see like any vents in here or something that I can crawl through instead of going straight back out through the curtain?
Sure. Yeah, there's a vent.
Cool. I'll hop in the vent and I'll be like, I'm in a vent. I'll see where it takes me.
Wait, you could take an event the whole time?
I don't. Apparently, it's okay. I'm not very. We were panicked. I know now though.
Okay.
And I'll scuttle through the vent and see where it takes me.
Okay. Make a make a survival check.
Not with advantage, so it's a 15.
Okay, so you go generally in the way that you believe is the way out. But it's about 15 minutes later that you realize that you don't exactly know where you are, and you're sort of lost in these vents.
I'll tattoo the rest of the guys. So, hey, everyone, I have good news and I have bad news. What do you want to know
we're
first?
playing this game? We're playing
Bad
this
news.
game again.
Bad news
The
first.
bad news? The bad news is that I'm stuck in the vents and I don't know how to get out.
Okay, there's not another vent? You entered one vent and it just went to nowhere?
Just go
See, I think
backwards.
That's
got
not how
really
vents
turned-
work.
I think I got turned around. Like, I
It's
don't
okay
think
if
I
you
know
come
the way
out.
back either.
It's okay if you come out anywhere. We'll
Ronnie,
make that work.
I'm lost.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
Did you get books? Did you get forbidden books? I can
That was the
track you
good
with the
news.
books. They're
That's the
on your
good news.
person, right? Technically.
I got all the books. Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Way's gonna cast locate object on forbidden books.
Okay. Okay, you locate Cal. He seems to be no longer in the same building.
Cal, where the fuck did you go?
He seems to be the library is directly connected to the academy. He seems to be in the academy next door, at least either in the walls or underneath, like one floor below and like a basement level.
Wait, if I knew where I went, then I wouldn't be lost.
Hey, Kel, it's okay. We're gonna come find you.
Just look
Thank you.
for like any crack of light and try to shove yourself through there.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in the school. Alright, I'll go grab him.
Well, how
I think we're done here, so I think we'll all go. Ronnie's scuttling out of the library.
Ronnie is inside a trash can, and you just see arms and legs come out of it, and like as it scuttles away, so Ronnie doesn't have to interact with any people anymore.
Finn on her way out has been methodically placing business cards in between books.
Lamau.
Cal, can you make a wisdom save?
Of course. Wisdom 26.
You hear the voices of children nearby down one of the vent tunnels.
Okay. Well, that's my only hint at an escape, so I'll go that way.
Children, or like
Yeah, it sounds like young
18-year-olds.
children.
Okay.
As you get closer, you do see light, and you see what looks like a the Academy's kindergarten.
Oh.
You're on like a high ceiling vent.
This is not a great place for a lizard.
Not a great place for a lizard.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
a strange
going to-
adult.
Hands.
Is there a window, like an open window? You know kids need fresh air. Is there an open window I could crawl out of while staying on the wall, out of reach of their grubby little paws?
There are a bunch of windows, but they look like they are sealed. It doesn't look like any of them are open. They are sort of like rectangular windows that it looks like you are in an underground classroom. Like just down, like one flight of stairs down. So yeah, there's windows at the top, like as if you can see up to street level, sort of.
Okay.
But they don't seem to be. None of them are open. They're all closed right now, assumably to keep the dust out of the room.
Gotcha. I'll let the team know. I seem to be I'm in the academy, but like the kindergarten section, I'm in like not a basement, but like a ground floor just below that room. Like the windows are up at street level. So maybe if you guys walk by, I can let you know which one I'm at. Not that I want to break the glass of the kindergarten. That is probably a bad look.
If you're a lizard, could you just act like a dumb animal that got trapped in there and hope an adult finds you and lets you out?
I could certainly try. I worry about letting these children get their hands on me, though.
Yeah, you might
I think it's best if no one. Yeah.
end up
I mean,
the class pet.
It sounds like the windows are up high. Just like stay on or around the window.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
make you more
I'll-
visible.
We'll
I'll
come
perch
get you.
I'll perch myself on a window, and keep an eye out for the guys.
Okay, so you make your way through a slit in the vent, and crawl over to the window, sort of sunning yourself on it a little bit. Make a stealth check.
Stealth. Do lizards have... No. Okay. It's just a flat die. Oh god, it's a 6.
About 20 hungry child eyes look up as the lizard scuttles across the wall onto the window. One of them yells, "Food!" The teacher says,
What?
No. We talked about this. Lizards may taste good, but we have to cook them first, right? All some of the kids begin to whine at this. A couple of them stand up and stare at the lizard. Guys, focus. We need to focus on shapes today, okay? What shape is this? It's a triangle. Cal, you recognize it.
Is there massive starvation in the city right now?
Lizards are piping with hydrating fluids, specifically the kind that Cal turned into. But
yes, the desert water lizard.
Yeah. If Spirited Away taught me anything, it's that lizards are a delicacy, so...
And balloons.
And balloons.
And bats and pangolins. Oh, don't get me started. I mean, nothing.
I'm just gonna hang out by the window and be like, "Hey guys, so I think they're planning to eat me. So
We're coming. We're coming now.
They're gonna
Thank you.
eat you?
yeah." Children are a lot scarier when you're like an inch wide, and they look at you with drool from their mouths and a hungry look in their eyes.
The teacher is gonna say, "Oh, okay, let's settle down. All right, guys, focus, please. Okay, look, whoever gets this next question right can keep the lizard, okay?" The class cheers. The teacher starts going up to try to scoop you up, Cal.
Oh, hell no.
Make a dex save.
Reminder, you have bardic inspiration.
Thank you for the reminder. Dex, yeah, I'm gonna... What is it, a D8?
D8, yeah.
A 8?
She easily scoops you up.
Ooh. Fuck. I'm gonna bite her.
Okay, make a bite attack, I guess.
A 4.
Okay, her AC is stronger than that. She's like, ha! I used to catch little fuckers like you. I mean, little guys like you, she says to the class. A few of the kids are already repeating fucker to themselves. Damn it.
Wait,
my
Kel, can you turn invisible as a lizard?
Invisible?
Invisible. Yeah, I mean,
Invisible.
probably the best time to do it, right? Like, invisible.
Invisible.
Are we anywhere near the window?
I used to be, but not anymore. The teachers got me. I'm gonna go invisible, and I think, my cover is blown. This might end up being a bit of a situation, but I'll keep you guys updated, and I'm gonna go invisible and try to just writhe and thrash and bite until they let me go.
Oh, okay, we're speed walking now. Don't worry.
Running.
Oz is going to start loudly yelling, asking people if they've seen his pet lizard.
So,
Like, as loud as his tiny little Kenku lungs will let him, like, someone has lost a pet.
okay, so you guys are at this point making it to the like basically the alleyway outside the kindergarten. So at your feet is the window that looks down into the kindergarten. Oz is loudly like, has anyone seen my pet lizard? A few of the kindergartners are like, my pet lizard. They start repeating what Oz is saying. And a few of them misunderstand, being like, there's more pet lizards out there. The teacher easily evades Cal's wimpy strikes and tilts. She's like a glass on her desk that she's been using as an ashtray, which is great for this. I mean, there's a vent, so it's fine.
Poorly ventilated. There's a vent.
No wonder this vent was so smoky. Dumps out the ashes on the floor and puts it upside down on top of Cal, so Cal's in a little glass on the desk. Okay. Now, what kind of shape is this? She makes a parallelogram on the chalkboard. The
He
kids
has to
all look
stifle the urge
confused.
to say it so badly.
Hey, maybe you talking would actually spook the teacher.
Honestly, at this point, I guess chaos is the best way to approach the situation.
And who's gonna believe a teacher that the lizard just started talking?
I'm
Use your
actually
deep
not
voice,
sure.
Cal.
I think you're fine. We're about to be there. We'll just get you.
Yes, just hold out. You can breathe
Hold
in
out.
there, right?
Use your deep voice. Act like a creature from another plane.
Oh my god.
Parallelogram. No, I'm kidding. I'll trust my friends. You guys are on the way. I'll hang tight for a second, but if they're about to eat me, I will do more things.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you guys, the rest of the party is just outside the window. Actually, we're at our halfway point, so let's take our break now. We'll see what happens to Kel in just a second. All right, we will be right back. The best jump I have ever done in any game, hands down. Let's go. No! No! No, don't hump the bucket. Take the gem.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you not taking it? Am I supposed to hit the moon? Am I supposed to shoot the moon? Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll wind up dying in space. Yes! Oh, shit! No! Oh, okay. I'm supposed to do that. Okay, I thought I just destroyed the world's tides. What? What the fuck was that? I released it right into his stupid mouth. What was that? What did you fucking do? I can't see when I'm at that angle, Pepsi Man. Oh, you cock-snatching piece of shit! Fuck. Oh, that's bullshit. Pepsi Jet? Where's Pepsi Jet? What is Pepsi Jet? Ah! Goop. Then I mustn't fall. No! 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 I got. Yes! Yes! Ah. How many chompers are there? Ah! No! No! God! Ah! Oh my God! It worked. Oh my God! Oh, that was crazy. No, 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 flap it up! No! No! Oh, God! This might kill it. Oh! Oh! It hung on! Ampharos! Ampharos, you hung on! Okay, some of our eggs are hatching. These are our regular eggs, so we probably won't get anything good. Oh, it's shiny! It's a shine, mama! What the fuck? Whoa! He didn't even get his bar out. Let's go. Fuck, this is the end. Wait, Reviver Seed! Yes! Oh, motherfucker! Yes! Oh, sorry. Sorry, Sonic. Am I supposed to memorize this? Is this not the same part of the level as the beginning? What is Radical? No! What the fuck? And what else is on the docket for this week? I made a list of retro games for us to play, so we will be playing one of those. Oh, fuck! Wait. What? You think the Queen's Xenomorph is hot? It's a big bug. It rips off its own butt. I'm getting a headache. What? At least I'm not a million miles back in this. He's half the man he used to be.
That's disgusting.
Understatement of the fucking year. Frigging VMUs are actually memory cards. I honestly forgot that. I just... Okay, he didn't see nothing. Oh my god! Oh, that scared the shit out of me! What the fuck? Oh shit!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
That's your reaction? Damn! What the fuck?
This is just like that movie.
This is just like that movie that we're shamelessly fucking ripping off. The raptors test the fences. They learn, but not very quickly. They must test them over and over and over and over. I'm afraid these things will harm me, 'cause they sure don't act like Barney. And they think that I'm their dinner, not their friend. Oh no! Oh, you fucker! Wait, are you just asleep? Oh, fuck! No! No! Haha, you stupid animal. Oh, crap! I was... Wait, what just happened? We both fell over. No! What the fuck is that? I'm gonna go for it. Wouldn't that have been sick, though? We got this. Just gotta do cool jumps. Yeah, cool jump 1 complete. What? What the fuck? But there is a platform down there. I should be able to walk up. I should have the momentum. Holy shit! Holy shit! I didn't even want to do that! I feel okay now because, like, I've watched people play this level, right? So at least I know... I know how to do this one, clearly. No! Damn it. Okay, we are back. Okay, so Kel... the kids are shouting things out at different shapes that it can be, none of them getting it right. Kel, you're still inside the glass. Your friends are outside the window. How would you guys like to proceed?
Can
Do
we
they
find a
see me?
door?
If you, yeah, you would have to go inside the building. You're currently on like the side of the building. So you'd have to go around, but you can, if you crouch down to the ground, you can see through the ground level window, Kel in the glass and the kids down below.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they haven't spotted me already, so they know exactly where to look, I'll be like bouncing around in the glass and be like, I see you guys through the window in the tattoo. I see you guys through the window. This is the room I'm in.
And in the tattoo, you can just be like, Oz, do you just want to go and we'll pretend it's your lizard?
Yeah.
Just go get it. Okay, great. We're gonna go in. Oh, sorry. I guess Finn said yeah. And Ronnie was like, cool.
Cal, you can see a kid in the front row of the class elbow his friend and be like, the jumpy ones taste the best.
No hurry.
Okay. Finn's just gonna like slide the window open and then like gesture for Oz. to do his thing.
I think they're going in the front, right?
Oh, the front we're going in? I thought we were just going. We're just.
Either works.
We're at the window.
The window outside makes more sense for a passerby.
Yeah. And a frantic bird kid looking for his lizard.
Okay, Ronnie's jogging around to go to the door to go in like an adult.
Okay. You head inside, or at least attempt to. But there are two more animated armors guarding the front door.
Hi, my Oz's lizard is in there.
Is Oz still with you, or is Oz at the window still?
Oz is at the window.
They
Oz is
point
ready to
at the
make a
window.
scene.
He's gonna freak out. He's gonna freak out any moment.
They can't see Oz because he's around a corner, and so they just stare at you and then just like lower their spears towards you threateningly. A few kids in robes pass by.
Didn't I buy robes?
I think you put in the form, right? Or did you even submit it? Or did you? I think you said you'd fill it out later or something.
I think I remember Ronnie turning it in and sadly having to pay for them.
Really?
It's probably in just like a fucking mailbox somewhere.
Yeah, you didn't receive them regardless. Okay, so Oz, you're at the window, sort of peering in. Finn, you try to open the window, but it doesn't seem to open from the outside in any visible way.
I could transform, make myself look like a professor, and then, like, Misty step in there.
Now, let me try something
That's
first.
smart.
Because they're going to question where you came from.
Teleporting school?
I just came from potions class, and I need this lizard for
Animal testing.
for my owl exams.
Nailed it.
For my owl's exams.
Okay.
Thinking I could act like I'm looking for my lizard. I walk over there, peek in the window, big-eyed, pointing out, it's like, hey, that's Mr. Lizard! Scratch at the window, do everything to get their attention, call the lizard towards me, and, Kel will know to come over. Or at least try to.
Okay, are you like making sound against the glass? You said you're scratching at it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so the kids turn and look, and then a few of them point and like, who's that? Is he in our class? The teacher looks, and sees you pointing. Excuse me, can we help you?
You got my pet lizard. How'd you find him?
Oh, this is yours? He just crawled in through the vent.
That's Mr. Lizard. I put him down for a moment to feed him, and he scampered away somewhere.
All right, kids. It looks like this isn't our new snack. It's actually someone's pet. Everyone's like, "Oh."
Oh, if you guys need food, I have a little bit of jerky left.
They grumble as if this is not the same as a lizard.
Rich kids are so spoiled. They get to eat fresh lizard.
Here, she like puts like a book underneath the cup, and so she can scoop it up like it's a spider, and then opens the window from her side with one of those little schoolhouse crank things that slowly opens it up and scoops it outside.
Oz puts his little hands out so that the lizard can scamper to him to prove it's his.
Yeah, Kel absolutely does.
Here you go. Hi, little buddy. Thank you. Oz takes the last of his meat jerky and will throw it to the class.
The kids
just like seed the birds.
The teacher's like, no, don't. And the kids all just like swarm on it ravenously. No, I'll never get them down for nap.
Thank you. Oz just happily scampers away.
And Kel blows a raspberry at them as they walk away.
Perfect.
Ronnie, you're still sort of like at the front, but I assume the others will probably let you know.
Wait with Tat being like, the owl has the lizard. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Oh,
The owl pellet
Anyway.
is secure.
carry on. Tapped the spear and walked away.
Okay, mission accomplished. You have the books, you have the lizard. Where to next?
That went surprisingly well.
I mean, we
Yeah.
should probably at least stash the books back at the hotel, right?
And we probably should. I got
Uh.
more than... I didn't really have time to get the exact ones we needed, so we'll probably have to go through them and see which are the important ones.
I
Do
mean,
we
that's
really
good.
wanna-
They won't know which ones we're specifically going for if we just took them all.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I had
Wow.
planned.
Do
The
we
books
really wanna
also might
stash
be covered in shattered glass.
Just the bag of holding full of books and bits of glass.
Yeah, anytime you reach in from now on. Oh god. It's like Final Destination. Alright, what were we saying, Ruthie?
I don't know if we should drop off the restricted books / evidence of library shenanigans off at the sunlit shelter. Kel, did anybody see you? Would anyone know that the books... How did you get them?
So, let's just say that they didn't see me taking the books.
And
Why
what
would we
does
just
that...
say that?
Some might say, well, hopefully not, because I think I was pretty straight up with her being quiet about it. I did kind of turn into the prince to flex a bit of authority, and I was hoping that would keep me under the radar. I panicked.
Finn face palms.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's not like
Makes
he
the
can
prince
hate me
look
anymore. It's not like he can hate me any more than he already does.
That honestly, I think, is true.
Everyone's gonna know. Give it 10 minutes.
How
That
would
was
they
probably
know?
the best moment of that woman's life. Or the
She was
worst,
oddly into
based
it.
on the prince. Oh,
Yeah, I don't really want to think about it. We don't need to drop off the books in any case. They're in the bag of holding, so they're not super heavy or anything. We can just lug them around with us until we get back home in the evening.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust the books anywhere that's not our hands. Why tempt fate?
fair.
Cool. Well, that's one thing off the list. Where to next?
You said something about, our lovebirds?
Right, yeah.
Oh, checking in, right? Jail, I think. Or no, they actually escaped.
Yeah, they escaped before the prince's troops arrived, so I think they might have just been able to make a reasonably clean getaway.
Yeah, that's true. You did send them through the vents to escape earlier. You're not sure what happened to them after that point.
Yeah. Besides, I mean, they're not really guilty of anything. They were brainwashed, but we got to them before they were let loose on the city, right? So they haven't really committed any crimes other than the crime of torturing us
Passion?
and our eyes.
Does the prince strike you as someone that cares about that?
Touche.
Let's go try to check in on them. Maybe at their apartment, and if they're not there, we can head to the jail.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna check Sorel's apartment?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We know where the jail is. Yes, we've been there before.
Yeah, you've been.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just underneath the stairs of the palace. It's
Barracks.
the guard barracks. Yeah.
A weird place.
So you guys go to Sorrel's apartment. It is in the same state as it was before, disrepair. It doesn't look like anyone's been here.
Should we check the blacksmith forge or just straight to the jail?
Maybe the forge first and then jail?
You guys are closest to the barracks, or
Yeah.
forges down there.
At the very least, we can let his apprentice know that he's safe. Even if they're not there. I'm sure the poor kid is really worried about his boss. Then again, if they're in jail, safety is relative, so...
Let's check the blacksmith, the forge, before we
Okay.
go to the jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can at least be hopeful.
You guys head to the armory. You still see, I think his name's Zodo Kessig out there, looking nervous. No sign of, Thrum, his employer. He seems to be looking around as every new person walks by the street, and when he sees you guys, his eyes brighten, and he calls out asking if you have any news. He heard that there was a raid on the CoC last night, and that some of their brainwashed people have been rescued, so to speak, but might be in custody. He's wondering if you know anything about Thrum.
We are looking for him too. If he comes here, I think it would probably be best if he lays low, and you can send us a message at the inn that we're at this.
But I hope it puts your mind at ease to know that we did free them of their brainwashing. They should be more or less back to normal personality-wise.
Oh, so they're alive. Oh, that's a relief. All right. I'll just continue on then, and hope to see him
Yeah.
soon.
We're going to go check out the jail to see if they're in custody, but if they're not, do you know of any other places that they may have had, like any other lovebirds' nests, or just places that they could be safe together?
He shakes his head no.
Okay.
Well, wasn't there the restaurant?
Yes. That's
There is a restaurant,
great
true.
point, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check there.
Yeah. We can go check there, and I'm sure it'll be nice for you to be around, a reminder of your family again. Right?
Oh, right.
He just
That
stares at
restaurant.
Kel.
Kel actually doesn't know that Finn has a problematic relationship with her uncle.
Yeah, it's her trying to figure out how to respond. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna...
So restaurant then jail, or jail then restaurant?
I think restaurant then jail.
Restaurant jail.
Okay, you head over to Vine and Vice, but there is no sign of her there either.
All right.
Okay. Well, then the gang goes to jail.
Who drew this robot up here? Sorry, I just...
Robot, it's
Holy
clearly
crap.
a very sexy animated armor.
It's brilliant, actually.
Tasteful. Tasteful.
Yeah.
Very demure.
Okay, so you guys go to the guard barracks, and you see, it seems like the guards are having their hands full with jailing and questioning all these CoC members, some of which are still brainwashed, some are not. The guard at the desk seems to be frustrated that even more people are coming in. He says, "Yeah, what do you guys need?"
We need to speak to the people that were rescued.
All prisoners, CoC members, are currently under investigation.
You understand that they were not CoC members, they were kidnapped.
Kidnapped people became CoC members because of brainwashing. So yes, they were criminals.
Were is the operative term here. They no longer are because we freed a bunch of them.
Well, regardless, the princes placed strict orders on them not to be set free until they finished being interrogated.
Excellent. That's what we're here for, the interrogation.
On whose authority?
Whose do you think? He greeted us personally.
Okay, make a persuasion check, Ronnie. With guidance, I assume?
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Natural 20!
Yay!
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
Growth. Character growth.
You remind me
Sometimes Ronnie
of
is
Trevor.
actually using the right. What?
No, he says, right.
Why do you know about college people?
He looks you guys over and says, you're the ones from the Coliseum. You were part of the raid, weren't you? All right. If it's got the prince's approval, then I'll let you in. But try to make it quick. It's already a madhouse in there. Who would you like to speak to? Anyone in particular?
In Tattoo, Wei says maybe we could divide and conquer. I could try and see Roxy. One of us can try and see Bert. Someone can try and see Sorel and Thrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not split us up too much. We should probably have at least one good talker per group.
You can hear Ronnie's head voice quivering. I shouldn't. No. How many people do we know, have we met who are named, who are here already? Roxy.
I would assume Roxy, there's Bert, Thrum, and Sorel, so that's 4. There's also Qbert, but we didn't really care about Qbert as much. Kind of fucked up to say.
Pole Boy.
Pole Boy's here, but he was jailed just for
We
being
already
big,
talked to
wasn't
him.
Paul Boy
Pole
maybe
Boy
deserves
said
to be
everything
here.
he needed to say.
And then some. I think. Do people think that there's? Ronnie's gonna try to busy themselves, being like, "Is there any files you have on them that we can have?" And but while trying to keep the tattoo conversation going. Of, do we think that there's a priority of which of Roxy, Bert, Thrum, and Sorel? We talked a bunch with Bert. He probably doesn't know more now than he did last night.
I'm thinking maybe Thrum and Sorel, they were out of it last night, but they were the newest ones to be brainwashed. Maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe...
And they know
there's
our
less
other
time.
friends.
Right. Maybe since events are more recent in their memories, they'll have a higher chance of remembering things from before as well. I'm just speculating, but those two seem important.
I can take Sorel.
I think that's a good move to start with the two of them, and
yeah.
And maybe, I don't know if it will mean anything to them that Manny and Paria are looking for them, or if not looking, told us that they were missing.
Yeah.
Are we also, and in Tattoo, Wei is also going to ask, just kind of almost hesitantly, just are we going to try and break them out too now, or are we gonna lay low?
Maybe.
Let's see how they're being treated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a hard no, but we can only upset the prince so many times, probably.
And it's not hard to get into this stage. If we at least go further, and we'll be able to understand the layout better.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we need to speak with Thrum and
Yeah.
Cyril.
Oh,
So,
actually, before we
maybe-
head out, I do want to bring to the guards' attention because I'm not sure if they actually know that lesser restoration is a good way to free the rest of the guys from brainwashing.
You relay this to the guard, and he rolls his eyes. Well, if any of us develop magic powers, that'll really come in handy.
All right. I'm just trying to help, man. Not trying to tell you how to do your job.
There's literally a whole magic school in this town. You
Like,
can't
there's
just
a
get
whole
like
magic
one
fucking
school to help.
church.
all they don't have this is a whole magic world, and they're like, none of our cops should do magic.
Doesn't
No,
seem
no.
important.
I love this. If Shore tries to have any of them sling spells, I will be like, no.
I mean,
Not
if
allowed.
any of these guys fight you, they're fucking dead. These are some level 1 city guards. Like,
Some
they're like
bozos.
you guys know, these guys are not the most competent. So, Oz, do you bring up the fact that there's a magic school nearby?
Right there.
Yeah, no, because we were just at the magic school. There is very clearly a whole magic school in this town.
He looks at you as if you've just easily like parried his sarcasm. He's like,
Perfect
Which
timing.
he has.
and he like looks to somebody to his side. You know, I was thinking we could maybe ask the magic school about larger restoration.
Do you want me to write it
Great
down?
job.
I can.
Nailed it.
I can.
Mhm.
I'm in charge here.
I have
okay.
some paper. I could put a little glue on the back. We could stick it to your forehead so you don't forget it.
Oh my god.
How would I be
Yes,
able
That
to
was
read that,
awesome.
smart guy?
Yes.
That was incredible, Owl. That's such a good burn.
Can I give Owl inspiration for that?
No, it hurt my feelings. But yeah, the guards are immediately taking credit for both of your ideas, acting like it's theirs.
Wages in the tattoo. Let them have this. Let them have this. The better the mood they're in.
Butter them up before you knock them down.
Yeah, we had some
Classic
people on
phrase.
that idea. Butter them up and knock them down. That's the way we play slippery bowling where I'm from. The guards.
Excellent. Well, you've clearly got this all in hand. We'll just head back. And I just start going.
Yeah, we've got this all in hand. You'll clearly just head back. He just repeats what you said.
Right.
As if it was his idea, and then just sort of points you back in a general.
Extremely not the droids you're looking for energy.
Yeah, right. Move along. The best part is you didn't
quietly
even
to the
use
rest of
magic.
the party. It is fascinating. No one has escaped from this prison.
Oh, they have.
Not surprising, just fascinating.
This place is like Arkham Asylum for the CoC. They're
There's like
out
a
the
big
back
sign
door
that says,
every
"It
day.
has been 2 days since our last."
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's been 2 days since we were last easily like shown up by people who walked in. You make your way down a long stone corridor, and past some of the other CoC members in cells. Whole boy, complaining. You know, he's not going to talk to tell anybody anything until he gets some vodka in him. You find a cell with both Thrum and Sorrel in it. They apparently refuse to be separated. Looks like a stereotypical cop interrogation room from a TV show. Above table. And yeah, they're both inside. Some guards. a guard walks out of the cell with his face like just completely fucked up. You look in the room and it looks like Thrum and Sorrel look exactly the same as they did last night, like no better, no worse. But the guard just looks like decimated, and he's like, I tried to give him a thrashing, but he still won't talk. He just sort of collapses in the hallway outside, while two other guards drag him away to like the first aid room.
Why don't you let us have a go?
Well,
Is this
That guy
like
could probably use some
two
lesser restoration.
a two-way
Larger
mirror situation?
No, it's just a room.
Okay. Yeah, Ronnie says that and just goes into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So they're in together or they're in separate?
They're together
Okay.
in all senses.
Clearly.
There's a mattress on the floor of this room.
No.
They're fucking
No.
right now.
No.
Kel
We're not
walks in,
talking
turns
till we
around,
get
walks
where
out.
we need
We just showered. No.
you. Yeah, you're just Finn is like readying prestidigitation in case there's any stank in there.
Prestidigitation, but it's just someone with like a little spray of like hand sanitizer.
It's Febreze. Thrum has been tense, you can tell, having just given a whooping to this guard. His shoulders sort of relax a little as he sees you guys come in. Are you going to one of the other guards is sort of like nearby, just sort of not really like, I guess more out of curiosity, checking out what you guys are doing. Are you going to let some of the guardsmen like watch your pseudo interrogation with them, or are you going to try to keep this private?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
This is private Prince Squad business.
Prince Squad.
Get this guy to the medic. The guy that just got his ass handed to him. We'll take it from here.
This guard who's like, again, these guys are like very rookie-ish, and this guy looks like he's maybe like 17 at the oldest, and like has like like trying to grow a beard so badly, and just like random long hairs on his face in different directions, and he's like, fine, I didn't want to look anyway. He runs away.
No, wait, take this guy. Oh.
You guys shut the door and approach them. Well, thanks for the assist back there. I wish you could have saved us from getting thrown in here afterwards, but looks like that was out of your control.
Sorry
For now.
about that. How'd they get you guys? Were they already outside when you got out?
Yep. As soon as we walked out, we saw the prince and his merry men.
They were
Sorrel
there
nods.
that early?
Yeah, we were in there for a hot minute after we freed you guys. They were just hanging out outside, it seems.
They could have helped.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like they could have.
How did the CoC get you, though? Can you tell us anything about that?
They
Getting
told you guys before, right? It tracks with what Kel
Oh,
was
sorry.
saying, which is mostly that they were in their love nest, Sorrel's apartment, basically, and they heard a knock at the door, and some guys forced their way in. CoC grunts, the kind that were like all masked up, like you guys saw before. And basically Thrum fought them, but they eventually drugged them and transported them seemingly by cart, for as best they can remember from their hazy memories. And then after that, they remember, groggily being sort of injected with this Talon serum thing that made them brainwashed and sort of changed their personalities. They explained that the experience was kind of like they couldn't separate their imagination from reality, and so it was sort of like being drunk. Like they felt like they were in a living dream, and so their like wildest envisionings of who they were and what they were only reinforced by what the rest of the CoC was saying, and they became very suggestible and took on these new personas.
And once they did brainwash you, did they give you any like specific orders? Like, we're still kind of fuzzy on what the CoC is trying to do other than just kidnapping more people. Was there anything you could tell us about their motivations?
Sorrel thinks about this. Most of it's hazy, but I do remember that someone said, one of the others, that they were moving away from kidnapping and focusing more on these things that they were creating down there. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Like the slime
that much
orcs?
more. Yeah, I think so.
In Tattoo, so the princess, well, potentially someone could be trying to create an army.
Right, but I thought that this was their means of creating an army, just using the populace. I don't know what it suggests that they're moving away from brainwashing to just like growing.
He doesn't want anybody that can squeal. Anything that could tie it back to him.
Yeah, just a big cover-up.
Yeah, that's not a bad theory actually, because now we've proven that we're capable of freeing people.
You mean those officers out there who came up with that idea?
Right, yeah.
I wonder if the whole thing was just a distraction from growing the orcs, like, to cover that up, just create a whole new problem to have someone conveniently come in and solve.
Thrum is going to chime in and say, I remember working down there, building things. Maybe they needed us to construct the lab, the equipment.
The tunnel? Can you tell us about the tunnel?
Tunnel. I don't believe I traveled through that.
So that's new?
He shakes his head, unsure.
Other than the sort of, general grunts that were in there, were there any more like you? People who were kidnapped and given special powers in kind of a higher place on the hierarchy? Because I think we only ran into you guys and then the orcs. Obviously Volcanus as well, but other than that.
Sorrel kind of like flexes a small amount of magical power within her, and just to show off a little, and it's like, I think it might be some people were naturally more powerful than others before they got kidnapped, and those people got sort of promoted into lieutenants. I've seen other ones too. There's the more generic ones, and then there's, I don't know, named ones, given personas. I think those were the ones they used as actors in the streets, causing chaos and drawing attention.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like I said, we didn't see any others down there other than you guys. Were there just like, were you the last of them, or like, do you have any idea where they are?
They aren't sure, but you do know from experience that you did take out a ton of their guys already between the town hall, or I'm sorry, the town square fight and the arena. So it's possible that they were in short supply of more powerful lieutenants.
In the tattoo, Ren, I think, just quietly sort of says, we might have put Thrum and Sorel in danger, caused them to act more rashly, take more people more quickly than they would have otherwise.
I mean, it wasn't us.
It wasn't. Big sigh in the tattoo.
Well, do you still think so? Because I mean, it seems like now, because we're freeing them so quickly, they're stopping with the kidnapping and moving on to something else. Like, I don't know if they're related, but at least we don't have to worry about more people being abducted.
Yeah, for now, probably. And
I mean, we do
speaking
have
of,
to figure out how they're getting the slime orcs. Are they
Yeah,
just like started from scratch, or are they Chaktrang, or?
Right, Thrum, you were kind of helping them put together the equipment and stuff. Can you shed any light on like how they're getting these orcs together, where they're getting the drugs from, you know, like how they figured out how to grow these guys? Just anything would help.
Whatever they used to brainwash us, they were always experimenting with. I also remember bodies being brought in on gurneys and carts from the front of the war. It's possible they were using dead Chaktrang from the war for the experiments. Maybe injured ones as well. I'm not 100% sure. I would guess they were experimenting on orcs, trying to make some sort of more powerful version they could grow themselves. Maybe they got sick on having to rely on kidnapping and wanted an in-house solution, so to speak.
I wonder if the tunnel comes out on the other side of the wall.
Perfect music transition.
Wow.
I think what Kel could tell of the tunnel, based on what you could see in your water elemental form, was that it seemed to lead down into the catacombs, which
Right.
means that it could lead all number of places
All
based
through
on
the city.
Yeah, exactly. Based on Finn and Way's experiences, they seem to be almost like a series of chambers and tunnels and caves that could be as big as the city circumference itself. So it's possible they lead outside the city walls too with other entrances. It's also possible that there's entrances and exits elsewhere too. It might not, meaning the tunnel itself might not help narrow it down. It might just be useful in terms of knowing that there was, potentially another entrance or exit to this place beyond what you found.
Sure. Also, did we ask the guards upstairs? I mean, I guess, do we know if Volcanus is imprisoned here too? Or is it more of a high
Wasn't he
security?
I
named?
think we're assuming.
I thought he was one of the people that they named. Vert.
Was he named? I might have missed that.
I didn't know if anyone got named. I was just rattling off the 4 names we knew that would have been here. I know
Right.
Roxy's here for sure.
Yeah, you you haven't seen him. You didn't pass him by in any cell as you walked by, but it stands to reason if the other ones are there, he's probably in here somewhere too.
Okay. I'm out of
Oh.
questions if you guys have any.
Just one for Thrum, which is, was there anyone suspicious or someone you last spoke to at the Lucky Jackal?
Ink, are you asking about someone in particular, or
Just kind of trying to get a sense of like his last memories, because he mentioned earlier that kind of the last thing he remembered was drinking at the bar.
wasn't that?
Oh no, that was Bert.
Yeah, I think that was
Was
Bert,
that Bert?
because he was kidnapped. Thrum and Sorrel were kidnapped together from the apartment. I think you're right that Bert was drinking at Lucky Jackal when he was kidnapped because his business had failed.
Thrum's armory, Veilfang Armory, is not far away from the Lucky Jackal, so
True.
maybe just rephrasing it. Just was there anything out of the ordinary? Was there anyone asking like too many questions about your work, about your capabilities? Oh,
Yeah.
It's a good line of questioning.
Meaning, did anyone suspicious come by this store before he was kidnapped?
yeah. Was there somebody who was asking like kind of oddly specific questions? Was there anyone who kind of like gave you the heebie-jeebies? Did you ever feel like you were getting watched? Was there anything before you went on your date with Sorrel that stands out to you now, having hindsight?
He shakes his head. No, there's strange people in the city always, but they know well enough to keep their distance from me.
Are you the most... Apologies, I am new to town. Are you the most well-known blacksmith in town? Or people talk about your work?
He sort of looks down like he doesn't want to brag a little bit. He's like, well, I don't know. And Sorrel puts her hand on his arm, sort of like rubbing it gently, and she's like, yes, he is. Very much so. He's always outside, working the anvil, and the bellows out front. You've seen him. He's a massive muscle. He's probably the most prominent sight on the Devil's Walkway. And people definitely would have noticed when he was gone, too. So it wouldn't take much for anyone to see him and think, wow, if I'm going to kidnap and make myself a lieutenant of some sort, then, he might be a good candidate. I'm not sure why I was picked, but maybe I was just there.
Ooh, one more question then. Thrum, why are you here in the city and not out on the war front forging armor for the prince?
He gives you a little look like there's some hint in that question. Well, the prince bought up most of my overstock when sending his soldiers to battle, but you've met the prince.
Unfortunately.
So you know why I might not want to throw my weight behind him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he allowed you a choice.
Well, what's that saying about an unstoppable force and an immovable object?
Sounds like he found a way to move you.
He thinks about this. So you're saying...
I am sure I said nothing.
Right. Well, it's worth tucking away in the back of my head.
I don't really know how the justice system here works. Have they told you what you're in
Like,
for?
do,
Is it just
do people have rights?
Do you have a
Yeah.
lawyer?
I mean, the guy came out and he was like, I tried to beat him up. And I'm like, oh, we're saying that out loud now, are we?
Sorrel rolls her eyes. I was going to ask you how long we were going to be held in here. No, I'm not.
Well, that's the thing. We were thinking about it, and you haven't committed a crime. For all they know, you could have been in there prisoners, which for all intents and purposes you are. There's nothing to charge you of. You didn't even do anything. You were members of the
You were
CoC for like what,
fleeing for your lives out
a
of that
day?
building.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the more relevant question is, what can you tell us about the justice system? Is what Kel said reasonable for you to be released, or do you wait on the prince's pleasure?
I suppose the prince's pleasure. It's unclear how long we're going to be detained. Seems like their guards don't even know what they're doing, just sort of trying to question everyone and release no one. That's my sense.
Sounds
They
about
might
right.
try to pin it on somebody.
Everyone looks at Cal.
That would be quite a stretch since he's new here. Um,
Kidding, stranger, new in town, things start going weird.
I
The
mean,
prince
worst
arrives.
case, they just pin on that water boy I was hearing about.
Yeah, he sucks. They put a scarlet letter on Cal from now on.
But we're going to work on seeing this set to right. In the meantime, well, it's certainly not my place to tell you what to do, but I think keep yourself safe and well. And I think
Big
maybe
crowd
Rodney will like.
outside. It seems like
They
you'll-
also, how are they looking? You said they look exactly the same,
Yeah, they look like as you left them.
which was, I don't remember how we left them. That was
Somewhat
months
beat
ago.
up. Like,
mm,
Yeah, I guess Rodney will just like put out like their arms and like one on each shoulder and throw like a cure wounds on each of them. Keep yourself safe. Do what you need to. We'll be working, but there's no need to wait on us.
well, all we can do is wait on you. Sorrel's
Then
like,
we'll be
yeah,
back.
so hurry up. Got customers to serve.
We'll do our
Okay,
best.
well, I don't know as much about your business, but your apprentice is extremely scared and worried about you,
We've let him know you're okay, though.
which might be an exaggeration.
I fear for the sanctity of my forge.
Well, last I saw, he was working on an impressive statue of a guy that I have certainly never met.
A statue by himself? Oh, God.
He's a very earnest guy. I think your shop's in good hands.
Oh, I wish they were good hands. Steady hands. Feel
Would you
myself-
like us to bring him a message?
No, I'll castigate him myself when I see him.
The dwarvish way.
Ronnie frowns, going, I certainly wasn't going to go yell at this kid, but okay, sure.
As you guys are sort of like winding down the conversation a little bit, Sorrel is going to look at you, Affinity, with some scrutiny.
did I say something?
Can I insight that?
Yeah,
I will
can I
too.
insight?
Yeah, you can insight it.
I don't know shit.
Kel and Ronnie, you get the sense that there is some flicker of recognition with Sorrel and Finn.
Oh, right. She works at your uncle's restaurant, Finn.
I don't think it's his restaurant. It's clearly her restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. It's my. Wait a minute, Uncle. You're not Affinity?
Yeah. Oh, are you one of those people who like knew me as a kid, but I have no idea who you are?
No, we never met. But your uncle told me a lot about you when we were. and Thrum, she sort of gets this look. She loses her like sarcastic demeanor as she sort of like remembers. She gets a little bit soft girl energy as she sort of like remembers something. And Thrum puts his like forearms on the table and he's just like, the past is the past. It's not important.
No, it's a little. I'm curious actually. Finn's kind of like now thinking about it. This is potentially ammo.
She
Way is shuffling uncomfortably.
Sorrel takes your hand, Finn, and she says, "Well, if you must know, he was a daring and sensitive lover." Rum's like, "That's enough. We don't need to hear details."
Okay.
I think Ronnie's gonna try to be like, Rum, there's not a threat to you here. It's fine.
Oh, you say that, but
and then-
you don't know the way she goes on about this guy.
Oz and the tattoo, dig deeper. This sounds like blackmail.
He broke my
the way
heart.
you think.
The one that got away. That's why I named my restaurant after him.
Aw, that's adorable.
I still have a lock of his hair. She opens an amulet, Nosferatu style, with his hair in it.
Have to see it.
That's actually crazy. I mean, romantic.
It is not romantic. It's a little crazy. You're like,
yeah.
But Finn's trying to like do the thing where it's like, I want you to say as much as possible.
Oz now in the tattoo. If you ever want to scry on him, just borrow that locket.
Wait a second. Looks that way. Can you do the thing?
What thing?
Just humor me. Do the location thing.
Oh yeah. What am I? Do you want me to locate the hair, or I could just keep it in my head? But
no. Oh, what is that spell?
But he's like, just ask to see it and take a few strands.
Okay, never mind. It's not worth it.
Do you want it though? Because I have an idea to maybe get her to relinquish it to us.
Or a little bit of it. We don't need all of
I
it.
need the whole it.
She's not going to notice 2 strands missing.
I think it would be
Oz
really
can keep
funny.
it safe in his bag of teeth. He'll be okay.
I'll build you a new uncle.
I don't want my uncle's hair that a strange woman has been keeping in a necklace for I don't know how long.
I don't want my uncle's hair.
That's fair. I guess another question is, do you want this woman to have your uncle's hair?
Also, don't know.
Would you rather this woman or I have your uncle's hair?
Why does it have to be either of them?
Personally, I would prefer that this never happened.
I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
She looks at you pleadingly. Have you seen him? Did he mention me? Thrum looks at you guys with just like the weariest eyes. Like he's been fighting this ghost for so long.
Oh no, poor guy. Finn's debating being nice or mean. As always.
As always?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
80% urge to be mean.
Yeah, I didn't say it was even. No, I haven't seen him. It's been a minute, a few months.
Well, I guess that's for the best. We all have to move on someday. She gives Thrum's hand a squeeze, and he like tries to accept this as a compliment, like really hard.
Damn.
Yes, and we all have past loves. She turns to him. It's like, do you mean that girl who kissed you as a prank when you were 6?
There's no need for that. Anyway, I think we're probably.
Hey, look, what you guys have is beautiful, and I wish you all the best. And hey, Thrum, I wouldn't feel too insecure. I've seen what you're working with, buddy.
The hell did you say? He smashes the table and like bends.
It was a
inward.
compliment.
What do you mean by that?
It was
Bro,
a compliment.
remember how we met? You were hanging dong.
Yeah.
I
Blacksmith hammers aren't the only hammers you're working with. I'm just saying.
The hammer is my penis.
While the chaos is happening, can Finn try to swipe the locket off of Sorrel?
She's literally wearing it around her neck.
Oh, dang it. Alright. That's
You could
that's
go.
risky.
No, going invisible would be weird.
You could
Well-
grab some hair.
I am being serious though. What you guys have
He
is
opened it.
beautiful. And like,
Stop
Sorrel,
talking about
like-
my penis.
not your
Oh,
penis. Your
oh,
relationship
fair.
is beautiful. I'm not saying your relationship is beautiful. What you guys have is amazing. And Sorrel, like, look at him, this beautiful man. You should like move on from the past and don't be so blinded to what you have in the present.
She seems like furious at you.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
How dare you act as if you know anything about our lives? Is this who your uncle would want you hanging out with? She says to you, Hank.
I don't really care what he wants. Sorry. Sorry that your life is sad. Okay, bye.
When you say I don't really care what he wants, she looks like aghast and like sort of like stunned, not angry, but just like shocked that anyone else who knew Vice could ever feel that way about him. Like, not care? What do you mean? Yes, well, I think you might have overstayed your welcome there a little bit. Let's forget the last 5 or so minutes of conversation happened, and you just try to get us out of here.
We will. We're going to do our best to set this right.
Thank you.
Ronnie will stick out a hand for a handshake
He'll take it.
and perhaps go a little too hard and maybe like jostle him and her, like just a little bit like, I'm sorry. I'm still. Yesterday was. Well, it was a lot for us, so I can only imagine how you must be feeling.
Make an
but
athletics
I'm-
check. I want to see how like if you overpower his handshake or if you
Let's go.
Ow! I'm still weak. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. And in their brain goes, causing a distraction. So hopefully someone will do something with that. But I'm sorry. They did actually spend though 2 spell slots to do cure wounds on them.
Okay.
Do you want me to like roll numbers, or you just want to be like, you can just as we leave, you can decide
It's
an
it's
amount.
probably fine. I mean, I don't foresee them getting into an armed conflict. We could say they're probably at what's your max cure wounds?
What does cure wounds do? Cure wounds a D8 plus 2, so average 5.
Okay, yeah. So they're brought up a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. We'll see you soon.
They nod. You guys head back outside. Is there anyone else you'd like to speak to? You mentioned Roxy and Bird.
Anyone else was doing?
Possibly Volcanus if he's down here too.
Actually, I would be curious to speak with Roxy because it's been 2 days now, right? Maybe she'll have a little bit more info. Maybe something will come back to her.
Worth a check.
Okay, you inquire about those characters. They were both detained as well. Who would you like to see first?
I'm so mad at all of you.
We're letting the crazy lady keep her hair.
We don't need it all.
It's in
Finn
a
will not
locket.
be the one. Finn will not be the one to take it.
Don't you understand Nostradamus? I mean, Nosferatu.
On the bright side, that is such a specific item that's going to be so easy when we break him out of jail because I'll know exactly where to tell Finn to do Dimension Door.
That's true. Like a creepy anchor.
Yeah.
And then we can wrestle it out of her hands. Or maybe Thrum will
accept that
let...
I think I read the situation as she showed us the hair, and I was like, there's nothing easier than removing a little bit of hair from a small pile of hair.
It seems like it's behind a locket.
Yeah, it's
But
in a
if
locket.
it is still enclosed in a locket, I understand now more the reluctance. But I was just like, why is everyone being so difficult?
She has
This is
like
such
an
a good reason.
extension in her hair
Sorry
of
for
his
the
hair.
confusion.
Oh my
No,
god.
this makes more sense and is reasonable. So Renee just did a aggressive
Am I kinda
handshake
crazy
for
to
no
say that Thrum
reason.
deserves better?
We don't
Am
know
I
this
kinda-
guy.
I feel like anyone deserves better. Than someone
Yeah.
who's hung up over an ex that left them God knows how many years ago.
I forgot to describe that she's banging. So
And also has never
I don't think you did.
mentioned this to Finn. He's never mentioned this to Finn as far as
yeah, he definitely does.
It's going to be like we're going to find out this was a one-night stand. They didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't even sleep together. She just like imagined the whole thing. They had like an eye fucking thing in the bar, and then he turned away.
Finn, you just get like a flash of a memory where you were like complaining about your date with a Sable.
No one. It doesn't matter.
When you were 16 or whatever, and he's like, I've had some crazy exes too. That's like the only the closest.
Right.
That's the closest
where it's
you've
like
had to
I'm not going to talk to my 16-year-old niece about that. So, like,
That would be banana.
In any case, Roxy then Volcanus.
Okay, you go to Roxy's cell. She looks completely miserable, just sort of like sitting in a corner on the floor, and her eyes brighten when she sees you guys come in. Oh, thank God. They were acting like they were just gonna release me after just leaving me here. I told them I didn't know anything, and then all these other CoC people came in, and now I'm part of a bigger investigation, so they don't even know when they're gonna leave me. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay. Sorry to leave you in this situation.
No, you saved
we
me.
thought that
Don't
would be the end
worry
of it.
about it. None of this is your fault. This is just a weird thing. It feels like I'm being punished for something I didn't even do.
We tried to tell them that.
We're trying to understand anything that's going on with who's really behind the CoC, has anything come back to you?
She relays her memories, which are basically in line with what you heard from Thrum and Sorel. She seems to have less information than them. But she does corroborate the fact that she was originally just tasked with loading and unloading things, but because she has some like magical movement abilities, her speed made her a prime candidate to be sort of like a field agent, which meant that she would be sent out sort of on missions to kidnap people and cause a scene like a supervillain.
And does she remember where she was taken at all?
From like where she was abducted.
Yeah, like the last place she remembers before she was abducted.
She says she was in her apartment, or yeah, she's basically subletting an apartment, sort of south of the Devil's Walkway, east of Manny and Paria's place. So, maybe straight down from Veilfang. But she's from out of town. She's actually from Grand Haven and came to this continent because she wanted to put on her one woman show at Enchantra, but was not allowed behind the gates and did not have enough money to pay her way in. And so she came here to try to get it going at Lucky Jackal, where there's a stage and often dance performances, as you guys know, because that's where the dancers you met are often, or at least said they would be. Yeah, as far as she knows, she went to sleep in her apartment, and then when she woke up, that's the last thing she remembers.
And then Sorel and Thrum, where were they? The Ivory Tower apartments?
Not there specifically. They I'll make a note here. Freehand. They're sort of like right here. So Roxy,
Okay.
yeah, about where you guys have it marked. But yeah,
I'm just trying to see if I can come up with, when we eventually map the catacombs, will we be able to pick up the trail?
The trail?
Just like how they're finding all of their candidates. So far, 2 of the 4 that we're talking to have been associated with the Lucky Jackal. Thrum is famous enough. I'm just spitballing here.
No, you're right. Thrum's famous enough to be a good mark anyway.
And I think Sorel was kind of just there.
Yeah.
Probably.
But she had enough magical talent where she was useful.
Right.
Make a intelligence save. Whoever wants to, while trying to figure this out.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Classic.
Kel, you get the sense that when you guys first arrived and there was like chaos in the city market, the CoC members that arrived seemed to be grabbing whoever, whether they looked like, somewhat competent fighters or just random civilians. And based on the grunts you saw down there and the fact that there seemed to be 2 tiers of members,
yeah,
it seems like they weren't super choosy. They probably liked having more powerful people, but maybe the more powerful people were in short supply. And so maybe that's one of the reasons that they were going to try to make an orc army, a blob orc army instead. It's unclear, but yeah, it seems like based on what you can see, certain people were picked because maybe they were highly skilled individuals who they could use for specific things. But it also seems like many people who were just abducted, drugged, given this serum, and gained powers because of that, and sort of became grunts.
Yeah. Like, correct me if I have this backwards, but it sort of seems like they weren't abducting people to become lieutenants, they were abducting people, and then if they so happened to become lieutenants, they would, become promoted.
Right. And there's also, because we know Thrum builds things, perhaps they were like, oh, maybe we can use him in
Specifically
constructing.
targeted. Yeah.
Right. But it also could have been like, oh, we've seen this we
This
know at
plucky
least
young lass being really speedy, so yeah, maybe that could come in handy.
exactly, like maybe they could have, but from what you've seen, it doesn't seem, I mean, Collective of Chaos lives up to its name insofar as it seems like a lot of the efforts were scattershot. Even the operation they were running down there felt very ramshackle, hastily assembled. It did not feel like a well-oiled machine so much as it felt like very mercenary work to get the job done, so to speak. So there's a chance that some aspects of this were part of a larger conspiracy, and there's also a chance that some of it was pure pragmatism. Like, has a specific goal in mind. This might be sloppy, but given what you know also of the fact that a lot of able-bodied warrior types are fighting in the war, and that the remaining somewhat able-bodied, somewhat able-minded fighters became these like new recruit guard guys. The selection of people who could have been brainwashed members of the CoC is probably limited. So they were probably having to use some creative thinking, which is also why there's probably a lot more grunts in there than named supervillain type lieutenants. Simply because they were in short supply, which also suggests what Lancer sort of suggested that, I think earlier on in this story arc, that there have been prison breaks as well too, which is why they're trying to tighten security now too. But all that being said, there's a lot of loose ends here, and some of these threads might be important, some of them might not be, but you guys are getting definitely a slightly clearer sense of how the CoC operated. One thing you haven't gotten any indication of is whether they do have any other bases or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be anything that leads you to believe right now that this is one of many places. It seems to be referred to by Lancer and others as their headquarters that you just raided. So there is a chance that with this done, and with these arrests made, the CoC as you guys know it is no more.
Gotcha.
That's not to say, that people couldn't be brainwashed again somehow, but it seems like for the time being, you might have at least closed the door on them being a major operating force, especially because they seem to be taking direct orders from Volcanus, and he was also captured. I think, and
that being said, I think you mentioned before that Volcanus was taking orders from someone higher up.
Right.
Do we still believe that?
That's something that.
Well, yeah, that's the prince.
That's something that you guys seem to have understood based on what Wei sort of intuited from the 2 on the nose confession journal on his desk, and the fact that there seemed to be some sort of surveillance equipment, magic-wise, that Oz saw, like a scrying device in there. It does sort of seem like the one thing that you didn't get in there is any sort of through line that clearly states why, unless this was totally an anarchy group that just like a pure terrorist organization that only wanted to fuck with the prince.
Yeah.
Which
Like that girl in the
And that's a
library.
fun way to get at his money.
right, yeah.
I
I
also
mean,
think Morty just straight up told us that Volcanus would go into a room and it would come out and it seemed like he had orders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish we brought Morty to this. I
Your
have
s-
regret.
your sneaking suspicion is that that there's someone else pulling the strings, and it feels like there's another layer to this that you don't quite have yet, but or that you already have suspicions about. But the based on what you said, yeah, there does seem to be a like, how did this form? If the leader, I think the most obvious clue you probably have right now is like, okay, if the guy ordering everyone around was himself brainwashed, who did that? Right? So I mean, like, that's sort of where you're left.
Yeah.
Unless he brainwashed himself in some sort of amazing twist.
Very Death Note of him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, I mean, all of that, I will have that mental monologue in Tattoo so that everyone is privy to that.
So sounds like we're kind of at a dead end then.
Well, Volcanus is still there. If anyone would have any more information, it might be him.
I guess
That's
it's worth a
also-
shot.
Before
Yeah.
we head off, I do want to ask Roxy, other than the guards who've come to interrogate you, have there been any other, maybe, people who seem like they have more authority, people who are maybe a little harsher, who want to know what you remember? Has anyone also come by to seem like they want to keep you from spilling the beans? Like just any shady figures coming to ask you
Why'd you
questions.
spill your beans? She shakes her head. No, it doesn't even seem like they know what they're doing. Like, someone will come in one day, and then 6 hours later, someone will come in with the same questions. They seem very disorganized, and it was almost like they forgot about me. And then a day or so ago, they came in and said, they sort of begrudgingly, like they were going to they're going to let me go because they didn't have anything else on me. But then all these other arrests came in, and now they're, I think, trying to put together some conspiracy, so they want everyone there to corroborate evidence. But since everyone's
And
brainwashed,
No, sorry, you finish your thing first.
it's hard to get any information out of anyone or trust what they're saying.
And again, I know nothing about the justice system here, but there's nothing where if they say you're free to go, and they can't just keep you here in a cell.
This is this is a monarchy. I have to assume that guards are operating on the prince's orders, so whenever he gets tired of interrogating us, or they have a path forward with what they're doing, then maybe they'll let us go.
Yeah, that
Way
makes
cynically in
sense.
the Tattoo. She'll never be let go. They'll never know what they're doing.
Nope.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we told Thrum and Sorrel, we'll try our best to get you guys out of here and get the situation cleared if you just hang in there for a bit longer.
She nods.
In Tattoo, I have two theories. One is either, like, if the prince is in charge of this, then everyone staying in prison is the best cover-up, right? You never have to release anyone. and they're basically your personal prisoners. But if it's not the prince, it clearly seems like the guards are so incompetent that maybe they don't even need to stress about keeping the information quiet because they know that nobody will ever get any information because nobody seems to care.
Yeah, it kind of feeds into itself, all benefiting the prince.
I think our final shot at getting more information is Volcanus.
I
Okay,
agree.
You guys head over to Bert's cell. Bert being his human, or I guess dwarven name. He looks sort of resigned to his fate. Sort of the look of a man who regrets what he did, even if he didn't know he did it. He sees you guys coming in and gives sort of a hard luck smile. I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, am I?
No,
He
but you'll
shakes
get
his
out.
head. If you're gonna ask me what the others did,
What
Well.
did the others ask you?
how much I know, what I remember. I didn't trust them, but I told them a less detailed version of what I told you down there. I do know one
Since
thing,
you're...
though.
Mhm.
I was following orders from somewhere. This wasn't my idea. Even in my memory, in my mind's eye, I know that.
And since you've been in here, has anything come back to you? Just any more memories from the depths? Anything would help.
It relates to some of the details you guys have heard before. I remember shipments of equipment, of the stuff, the talent coming from the passageway, the blocked one. I think that's how they were getting it in.
Do you know where it came from? Any indications on the containers? Smells, dust that might be particular to a region.
He thinks about it. I remember before it became talent, it was something else. Something darker. And it was brought in ornate, gilded containers. Fancy looking ones. Before it was transferred for experimentation. Seemed like they didn't want to spill a drop.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
It does.
Yep.
Is it that you don't remember who gave you orders, like because of the effect of the drugs, or did they keep themselves hidden when they were talking to you?
Were you even talking to someone?
I remember the magic of a voice in my head, like a message spell. The voice was powerful, garbled, unclear, masked somehow, like concealed intentionally.
What about the words that they used? Did they use a lot of slang? Was it prim and proper? Any region, dialect?
was common.
Vulgar?
No.
The language.
Officious.
Hmm.
Direct. Curt. Short. Brief. Only orders, not explanations.
What kind of orders? Can you give us like an example?
How to construct the devices that were used to grow those things. The slime orcs. And how to drug and train the troops, the CoC members.
Makes sense. We've asked a couple of your ex-colleagues about this, I guess. Do you remember where you were taken and what you were doing? Like, yeah, just what were you before you were abducted, actually?
He repeats the drunken story of him getting wasted at Lucky Jackal, and he believes he was walking home and abducted from there.
Right.
Previous to this, he his name is Bert Lictus. He was the former owner of a desert spa, sort of a competitor to Little Oa, called Thermal Release. He was dishonored and became drunkenly violent and sort of lost his reputation after it was found that his spa was not based on natural hot springs, but it was actually powered by his magical volcanic farts.
Oof.
Kind of a
Hey, we gotta use our talent somehow, my guy.
Yeah, I mean that's a very specific thing to ruin your reputation for. Not your fault.
Where
I'm
was
just
your
saying, like, who?
South of here, nearer to the front.
Were you? I guess, did you have a reputation for having these volcanic powers?
I tried to keep it hidden. It's not something I've learned not to be proud of it, let's say. But yes,
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Some sort of innate sorcery I've had since I was born.
I guess some people can't pick their packs.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I assume that this is in Tattoo. Once his story got blown, he probably was like in papers and stuff, and it seems like he had a pretty public falling out. Like people just hated him. It seems like maybe that's what the target on him was, like this guy who has volcanic powers. Maybe we can abduct him first.
Well,
Right.
maybe they didn't know about the volcano thing, but they were looking for somebody who, in his words, got shamed. Somebody that nobody would miss.
Right.
Or on the flip side, it could also be that they wanted people would notice, so that, the rumors of kidnappings and how bad the CoC is would spread.
Yeah. What better fall guy to have than someone who'd have a reason to hate society already?
Yeah, they'd be able to establish a motive.
Does your family still run or operate this hot spring? Do you know?
No, I have no family. I think it's fallen into disrepair. I'd heard a rumor that the Chaktrang orcs were using it as a fort.
Wei gives a look to the rest of the party.
You think that's
Ronnie
the
looks
float we've heard about
confused.
before?
That's probably where they got the blorks that we saw in there. I mean, if they were scouting them out, like, they probably were still keeping an eye on the area. Oh, hey, free
Right.
blorks. Or free
Yeah.
orcs to turn into blorks.
Huh. From Orcs to Blorks, episode title.
Ask me
From,
how.
from bad to blork.
I don't have any more questions.
Yeah.
I don't have any more questions either.
Okay.
Do you still have access to magic, Bert? Like magic outside of your volcanic powers, like anything, like sending a message, for instance. I'm sure this isn't gonna happen, but you know, you're in a sticky situation, and if you need help or if things get bad here for any reason, just if you have any way of letting us know. Do we have a way he can let us know?
I can kind of do this. He shoots like a firebolt at the wall. My powers are more for causing damage or eating things up.
Makes sense. It's a cool power, but let's put a pin in that.
Does he have, like, windows? Like windows with a bar?
No, he's a Mac user. Oh, I'm sorry.
What about boots with the fur?
He does not. He's on an interior. You're sort of underneath the palace complex a little bit here.
Oh, okay.
It's just, and this is also a tattoo. It's just like if he was the fall guy for this organization, I just worry that someone might come along to silence him, and I don't want that to happen. Like, I want him to be able to reach out to us in case something turns bad. I might be
Yeah.
overthinking, but it's better to be prepared.
No, that's
No.
a very good thought.
I was
Yeah.
thinking.
If you guys
The
have any
same.
sending stones, you could give him one or something.
We don't have sending stones. I have a signal whistle, but I don't think that's good here. It's not magical.
I could teach you how to make a bigger fire to protect yourself.
Oh, I know how to make a big fire.
Do you know how to make a big fire that keeps burning?
Mhm. If you're asking about Fireball, no. But I do have my ways.
I was seeing if you wanted to see if you could figure out immolation. That's a fun one.
Mhm.
You set someone on fire and they stay burning.
he looks at you like he's not sure what you're suggesting, but is like, I should probably refrain from causing more trouble. At least for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Tat, Wei kind of half-heartedly is like, I mean, I did suggest breaking somebody out. We could.
To be honest with you, it would be so easy because dumb guards, invisibility.
Yeah. They've probably also all gone to the magic school to go find their clerics for larger restoration.
Invisibility or polymorph, either would work.
That's actually a very
Or-
good point.
I think it's
Do
a
we
good
have
idea.
a good enough illusion spell where it would look like he's here after we leave?
Meanwhile, at the Magic Academy, the awkward guard is talking to Lucy, the Velma-looking chick, and it's like, we need something called lizard resuscitation. It's important.
We need a lizard.
A bunch of kindergartners run in holding lizards that they just got.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
could
I'd be
also-
down to bust him out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a good idea for him to stay here.
I'm up for a little
I-
crime.
I agree. Well, I agree with Wei. I am also up for
I
it.
agree with crime.
Damn it.
I am implying a lot of crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Why don't we set up like a little, little mattress or whatever and just cover it in a bunch of blankets and stuff, and so it looks like he's sleeping.
Can you use thaumaturgy to keep a persistent honk shoe going for a couple hours?
No.
Or just like for an extended period of time again, so after we leave, he's got something of we have an alibi?
It's
mean,
not
we could
really
just-
how that works.
Well, how about how detailed can your College of Creation be? Like, could you make
A wax figure.
pretty right? Like, could you make something that looks
Oh.
basically like him?
Well, so it must be medium or small.
That should be fine.
to
You could just do
start,
like the top of like a toupee that looks like his hair.
or just like his head, like just a fake head.
Well, he's
It's
he's
his-
medium though, isn't
and-
he?
Is
Yeah,
he
no,
medium?
but the idea is that it doesn't have to be that complex. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can make this really simple. They're not very smart.
Yeah, you're
Also
so
true.
right. There's no need to be extra careful, I feel. Okay, yeah, I'll just make a hopefully really, Madame Tussauds level wax figure of this man.
Okay. His eyes widen as you make a wax clone of him next to him. Is this to keep me company? I would
No,
have preferred
no.
a female. But I'll make it work.
No.
We're busting you out.
No.
He starts undressing.
Please do not.
Wait, what about anything I said implied that I needed you to get naked?
What? I didn't think
Oz
this
is
was about me.
mortified.
How flexible is this doll?
No,
It's not.
you're coming with us,
Bert,
and the doll
We're
is
breaking you out of
staying.
jail. Put your goddamn
What?
pants on.
Just get it together, Bert.
Should have led with
I
that.
feel like
All right,
I'm gonna
let's go.
blank out part of today like I did part of yesterday.
That sounds like a great idea.
But you can make more of these, right?
Nope, I'm all out. Sorry, let's go.
Yeah, that was a once in a lifetime feature.
I'm starting to think maybe I should just suggested we left Ashes and faked his death.
I try to be helpful, and what do I get?
Yeah. Ink, what bard level are you?
I'm bard level 7.
Cool, because at 6th level, this thing that you create, you can animate it too. Like for
Yes,
an hour, it'll just
Oh,
do
you're
what you want it
right.
to do.
you can make
Cool.
it honk shoe.
And after an
Oh,
hour, he
no.
stops breathing and everyone thinks he died.
Everyone thinks he died.
Yeah, no one will notice, for sure.
Became a candle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna honk shoe
Or,
under
wait,
blankies.
yeah, have him honk shoe and then maybe sleepily ask for a glass of water, because obviously they're not going to get him water. I don't know.
Right, and then it just like eventually they'll notice it's on loop.
And then they'll stop asking for water and they'll think they killed him and try to cover it up.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so what
Okay.
are the
Cool,
parameters of it being animated? Just that it can move?
It uses the dancing item stat block. The item is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your commands. It lives for an hour until it is reduced to 0 hit points or until you die.
Yeah.
So it
Just don't
can
die
it
for an
speak?
hour.
It understands the languages you speak, but no, I don't think it can speak.
Okay.
No,
Oh.
can't
All right, so
technically.
it's just gonna curl up in the corner of the room, and simulate sleep to the best of its ability.
It can also hover in case you really want to freak some people out.
Just
Oh my
have it
God.
ascend into the ceiling.
That's like the nightmare version of Weekend at Bernie's. Holy shit. Okay, no. As tempting as it is to have it hover.
Okay, cool. That's
Although-
there. No. Although
what
what?
I'm saying is not important. I was just gonna say that it's really creepy to have like a wax figure version of yourself go into a dark corner of a cell and curl up and just like stare at you. I don't like that either.
This is an animated
it's not-
object. We could have a lot of fun making a haunted house.
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
You
Oh
live
yeah.
in a haunted house.
It's not haunted anymore.
You said.
Yeah,
We gotta re-haunt it.
Yeah,
the toilet.
re-haunt it
For money.
for a prize.
Yeah, that'll be a nice prize for the people of town who have been tormented by ghosts for their lifetime. You're like, and now a
Hey, if you
spooky
can't-
house.
If you can't turn the town's trauma into a tourist attraction, have you really succeeded?
Honestly, that's
I mean, the
like,
guild's gotta make money somehow.
yeah,
That's the American dream, baby.
yeah, that's the story. I think like of so many tourist trap towns.
Okay, now that we have the wax figure, okay, I need you to relax your mind. I'm gonna turn you into a lizard, and that's how we're gonna smuggle you out of here, okay? I need
What?
you to let
Oh,
this
I was just
happen.
gonna say,
No.
like, put him in the bag.
Like him
How
good are
whole?
you
How do
at
we get him
holding
through the
your
bars?
You'll die.
We could just do the lizard we already established earlier. I have a pet lizard. No one's gonna
Yeah.
question it.
Or
No.
you can be invisible.
I refuse.
Well, how
to
do we
be
get him
some
through the bars is the
Children's
question.
chew toy. Make me a cool animal.
Oh boy.
Okay, what
Like
kind of
as-
cool small animal would you like to be?
An armadillo.
You have to be portable.
Are armadillos small?
That's
Don't
like the
those things
size
like
of a
carry
ball. Like, you just
leprosy?
put it in the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me what you want to become, and you can become it. Just
Armadillo.
armadillo. All right, I will turn him into an armadillo.
Okay. He's about the size of, I don't know, a football. An American football.
I could
Okay.
carry that.
Just like hide him under your feathers, Oz.
I don't have to hide him. He's a pet.
I guess that's true.
I mean, at least as far as anyone else is concerned.
They didn't really take a good look at us when we got in here, so
No,
Probably
the
fine.
guards are wildly incompetent.
We
Oh,
can
yeah.
gaslight them into believing that we did carry an armadillo to 3 different jail
Easily.
cells.
Yeah, just ask them why they didn't notice it, why they're so bad at their job.
Alright, so you guys walk out confidently carrying an armadillo. But some guards turn and look at this. One stops and says, "Hey! That's cool." Then keeps walking.
Oh, don't
Hell
touch him,
yeah.
he bites.
You guys make your way out of the barracks with no incident carrying an armadillo.
Cool.
success.
I guess. Where do we stash him?
Ozzy, you still got that rope trick, right? We can do that at least for the time being.
I mean, that's an hour.
Oh, it's only an hour? I thought it was 8 hours.
Yeah. No, that's.
Oh, is it
Lehman.
8 hours?
No, Lehman's is 8 hours. Rope trick is 1.
Mm. We also
Hmm.
maybe could
We
disguise
could,
him.
we could also put him in the room.
We could put him in the room, but the problem is the prince knows that we are in the room, and I don't
Yeah.
like that the prince knows that we are in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could ask Manny to keep an eye on him. That makes me pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah. We need a lair, is what we need.
We really do.
We don't live here.
We don't have
That's
any
hilarious.
friends here, really.
Well, what about the nice couple that gave us dinner that first night?
That's Manny and Paria.
Oh, right.
We could stash them in the armory, maybe.
We could bribe a poor person with water to stick them in their house.
That's gonna
Well, at
Um,
least we should definitely give him a thorough makeover before we.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
Because
off
people
into-
might recognize him.
The beard's gotta go.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
I mean, is the Coliseum in use currently? We could find like a dark nook and keep him in there.
Would
Not
it
a
be
bad
too
idea.
obvious if we started just squatting in his house?
I feel like his house is probably worse than our room.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, we can find a secret hideout at some point, but
Yeah.
I'll ask around and see if I can. Maybe someone can get us another room and another name.
Worst case, can we smuggle him out of the city and send him in the way of Lil Oa? Because we could.
That's also a good idea.
Or could we send him
Right.
straight to the fuck shack? Could we flag down our crew and have them escort him back to the fuck shack?
That's
It
a
took
bit
us
of a travel.
quite a while to
It
get
took
here.
us a while to get here, yeah.
yeah,
It
I don't know
Could
if
have
our
been a year. There's no way to know. No, sorry. I think for the
Wait.
short term,
Stabatha?
go ahead.
I mean, we
Stabatha's
could ask
apartment?
Bestie Stabatha.
Maybe he could say it's Tabitha's apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least just for now, until we think of something better.
She does kind of owe us for
A lot.
getting her movie off the ground.
And saving her life and stuff.
Oh yeah. But the movie, more importantly, you know how actors think.
I mean, what was her life without the movie?
Yeah. What is life if not pauses between movies?
I think that's a great place to start. Sorry.
We can sell it to her as a understudy. She can do some research on
He's so cute.
method.
Do we need
he's
to
so
lie
cute.
to her?
That is a great question. Do we want to tell her the truth though? Because
I don't know that we need to tell her everything. I think, but creating a new story is not necessarily the simplest path.
Yeah, I mean, if we just say, oh, he's a friend, he needs a place to hide out for a bit,
Yeah.
you know. I think
something
Does he-
catacombs?
And he needs a makeover.
and he needs a
And he
makeover.
needs a makeover, yeah.
It's a
Well,
Give her a
do we want to
task.
do the makeover before we hand him off? Volcanus is kind of a recognizable figure, right?
I guess I was gonna
Yeah.
say, do we?
Okay,
talk
I know
about
who can help
how
us with the
recognizable?
makeover, who won't care about him being Volcanus.
Is it Fabian?
No, it's Sapphire.
Okay, well,
What? Why can't you just do it?
I mean, I can, but like... If you're trying to get somebody else to do it, I don't know if my style is going to start being recognizable or something.
I mean, we could go back and steal the wig off that suit of armor, see if that's still good.
Well, I was thinking we could shave off his beard and use that as the wig. 'Cause then it would be the inverse of him being bald and having a beard.
It
Yeah.
would be his hair color. Would fit.
I mean, can you
Could
like
be a
Lester
very-
restoration him to cure his baldness and make the hair grow out?
You'd think that would have worked earlier, though.
Are we treating baldness as a chronic condition that can be cured?
That's funny.
Maybe just throw a potato sack over him for now, and let's get him to a hotel.
You get some of Tito's taters and dump them
Tito's
out.
taters, yes.
Oh, what a callback.
Our first enterprise, I believe.
That's how the guild makes money. Are you guys heading to Stabatha's, or was that just an idea?
Yeah, I think we are.
Are we
Yeah,
going straight
I
to
mean-
Tabitha's, or are we going back to our hotel? Actually, yeah, it might be better to go to Tabitha's, because then it's gonna feel like we're not dashing our loot and stolen person. We have an alibi. He's in
Right.
jail. We're going to Stabatha's.
Exactly.
Tabitha was with us the whole time.
Yeah.
With our pet armadillo.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. How long does polymorph last?
An hour. Concentration for an hour.
Yeah, it's probably smartest then if you find some place to stow him before the hour runs out, right?
Yeah. Because everything comes apart in an hour. Finn's animated thing goes away, and he goes
It's gonna
away.
take them longer than an hour to notice, though. I'm
Yeah,
going
I
also
do
to
have
fair.
faith in that too.
So the
good
animation
point,
goes
though.
away, but the object itself will persist, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you guys are heading to Ivory Towers with the Armadillo, Bertlictus, Volcanus, and that's where we'll end things for now. All right. Okay, we'll be back next week with more wacky action. Let's go over to Anna Adventures. They play Yakuza. And yeah, we'll be back next time. Good sesh, guys. Thank you again, Captain, for the donation. Next time we get into a fight, it's gonna be a bad one. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okie dokie. I just realized I said bye too soon, so just killing time. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Bye. Baby, bye, 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 bye.
It's April now.
Beautiful exit.
It's
Beautiful
gonna be
exit.
May.
Amazing.
We got lots of info.
We
We
did.
got
Yeah.
beats.
And we orchestrated another jailbreak.